The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Is behind him in the formation. And the handoff is going to go to Henschel. Henschel's got a gap and a seam. Henschel pile driving his way forward. Henschel to the end zone. Arms up for the Fond du Lac touchdown.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for Best Digital Production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for Best Play-by-Play in the state.
Cash it in, tie this thing up. Motion goes to Momentum. He'll line up at the backfield now. Williamson, play fake, looking, one-on-one coverage. Johnson, touchdown! Fond du Lac, a 27-yard strike. And there,
thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Fondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good Friday evening to you from Viking Field, one of the great crosstown rivalries that we have in this area. It's St. Mary Springs Academy making the short trip down to WLA. And yes, I'll say the same thing that every sports broadcaster that has ever covered this game has said. Yes, it's a shorter trip for the Ledgers here to Viking Field than it is to their friendly confines at Fruth Memorial Field. But there you go. Jordan King and Frankie Bright with you up here in the Radio Plus Video Sports broadcast booth, getting ready for Vikings and Ledgers. The Ledgers coming off that big 17-0 win against fifth-ranked Lemira last week. The Ledgers would move up from 8 to 6 in Division 6, and Lemira, shockingly, in my opinion, drops out of the rankings in Division 6 as well. Meanwhile, WLA coming off of their first win of the season. This is Week 5. This will be the fourth-ranked opponent that WLA has played in their first 5 weeks. Here tonight in Springs, but last week got a dominating 42-6 win against Campbellsport. And Frankie, WLA, every coach that we've talked to that's been the opponent, whether it be Scott Hilber, with Coach Wilderman here tonight, they all say the same thing about WLA. It's a 1-3 team, but I guess if you're not paying attention, 1-3 doesn't look very good. But with WLA, Racine St. Cat's, Amherst, Mayville, and now Springs, I mean, it's been a tough start to the season for WLA. Finally, a little momentum last week.
Yeah, tough schedule, like you said. Ton of momentum coming off a big win. 40 points put up on the board for them a week ago. And we can't forget what happened last year in the playoffs. Yeah. I'm going to say it. WLA did take down Springs in the playoffs a season ago. Don't think this game doesn't mean a lot to all these players out here on the field. Like you said, momentum on the side of WLA with their first win of the season. Ledgers, 3 straight, just took down Lemira, not giving up a single point. Momentum swings for both sides.
The Ledgers have not given up a point in conference play yet. A 10-0 win against Laconia, and then, as you mentioned, that big win against Lemira. And I think that was a big eye-opener. Anyone that didn't believe maybe the shutout against Laconia, well, you have to believe it now because they just did it against a really good undefeated Lemira team.
Right, Lemira coming off that state championship, very talented team. Obviously, you lose seniors every year, but players, even here for the Ledgers as well, have stepped up. New quarterback for the Ledgers, as we've seen this season. Will Stelmacher still there at running back. But it's that next man up mentality at every program. Seniors are going to go every single year. Who's going to fill those shoes? Everyone looking for that same success that Elmira found last year.
There you go. Big matchup here tonight. It always is between these two. And as Frankie said, maybe that playoff result adds a little extra spice to this one coming up here tonight. We are about a half hour away from kickoff. We're going to take a timeout. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We're getting you set for the Vikings and the Ledgers on Radio Plus Video Sports. Stay with us.
When we first began with high school sports and video streaming, it was a camera or two. It's grown to multiple cameras, multiple angles, a switcher operator, a couple of announcers, on-field shots, and really we do all this to enhance the viewership.
With the larger scale production, we just have more options, more camera shots, more quality, with our interviews during the game, post-game, and pre-game. Really bring a great product to families that are watching at home or watching after the fact.
Students have families in different communities, different states, even different countries. All those people are able to watch our broadcast and see their family performing at a really high level.
We like to think of it as not just being there for a game, but really enhancing the community involvement with this, and that's what it's about.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high-quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Back here at Viking Field, the Ledgers and the Vikings getting ready to square it off here in a Flyway Conference battle. Springs, along with Mayville and Omro, 2-0 early on in this Flyway season. Elmira and WLA both 1-1. Campbell, Sport, Laconia, and North Fondy all 0-2. And obviously, Omro is one of those teams that maybe surprises a few people. I've heard some good things about them in the offseason, and they got a couple of wins. They got a big one tonight at Elmira. That's kind of a prove-it game for the Foxes and a big bounce-back opportunity for the Lions. Mayville has Campbell Sport. Campbell Sport with just a brutal start to the conference season at Elmira, home WLA at Mayville. Doesn't get much tougher than that to start off their conference season. And then Laconia and North Fondy, one of those two, going to get their first win of the season. But tell you what, big opportunity here for, obviously, WLA, Frankie, to not only get themselves right back in that Flyway Conference conversation, but I think a lot of other eyes are going to be on this from Viking Field here tonight just to figure out the Elmiras of the world who lost to Springs last season, or last week, excuse me. Can they get a little help from the Vikings to get themselves back into the conference race, right?
Yeah, the Flyway Conference is tight every year. In most sports, it always is. Basketball, hockey, football, all of them. But tonight, WLA, they're coming in 1-3. It's another opportunity to claw their way back to even. And if there's anyone in the conference who's going to do it, it's the guys who knocked the Ledgers out of the playoffs last year. They've got that. They can hold on to that and maybe use that for some sort of negotiating tactic if we're putting it into, that kind of terms. But WLA, don't undermine them here tonight. I know the Ledgers are coming in off 2 shutouts. I expect a pretty tightly contested game.
Being at that game last year in the playoffs, WLA leaned on Gannon Schwartz, and it's something that he is obviously able to do anytime he touches the football. He's got a good chance to potentially take it to the house. Looking back at last week, WLA 5-0 in the turnover battle against Campbellsport a week ago, and then Springs 2-1 in the turnover battle against Elmira. Always seems like in all levels of football, but especially in high school, you win that turnover battle, you're going to give yourself a good chance to win that game. Let's take a look at a couple of the leaders for both of these teams. We'll start with St. Mary's Springs. And you talked about Xander Lenz, their junior quarterback, who gets his first opportunity under center this season. Couldn't have started off with a much more difficult task going up against Lake Country Lutheran, a perennial powerhouse. Since then, he's really settled in, making fewer mistakes, and he's figuring out how to run this offense.
Yeah, he's got big shoes to fill in those of Ben Anderson, the senior quarterback from last season. But you're looking at the numbers now, 130.4 QB rating. He's really come on he's on fire right now.
Yeah.
1 touchdown on the season, so you're not seeing the same red zone production through the air that we saw with Ben Anderson a season ago. But that doesn't mean this offense isn't efficient. Will Schellmacher, almost 400 yards, 5 touchdowns on the season. Offense runs through him this season. They're a ground and pound kind of team, and they're having great success.
Getting back to the old type of St. Mary's Springs football.
Bob Hyland loves it. That's what I'm telling you. And he's
bet.
still around because that man loves football.
117 yards on the ground as well for Xander Lenz. Worth mentioning that as well. He's a dual threat kind of guy, and you'll see that here tonight. 212 yards per game for the Ledgers. And then for WLA, their passing leader is their rushing leader, is their everything leader. It's Gannon Schwartz. And Gannon Schwartz, 221 yards passing, 335 yards rushing, all-purpose yards. He's one of the best players in the conference. And of ball carriers that have more than 20 carries in the flyway, he's first in yards per carry, averaging over 8 this season.
Yeah, Gannon Schwartz is a fantastic athlete. He does it all here on the football field. He's a fantastic basketball player for the Vikings in the springtime.
Yeah.
He's just great. 3 touchdowns on the ground, as you mentioned. You talked about the ball, how important it's going to be turnovers-wise. Gannon Schwartz, 2 picks on the season. Xander Lenz with none.
Yeah, and WLA +2 this year in turnover margin overall. Springs +3. So, yeah, I think that could certainly come up a little bit later on in our pregame show with the keys to the game. We shall see. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to talk to Coach Zach Wilderman and hear from him with our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. But as we send it to the break, let's check out our Lenz Truck Center Play of the Week. Each week, Radio Plus will feature a Play of the Week. It's presented by Lenz Truck.
Each and every week, we thank Lenz Truck Center for sponsoring our Play of the Week. This Play of the Week comes from Fond du Lac. Congratulations on a big-time catch.
And here we go. Play action. Williamson rolling right and looking right and throwing right downfield. And that's going to be hauled in for the Cardinals. Johnson to the end zone. Touchdown, Fond du Lac. He leaped it. He grabbed it out of the defender's vision market and brought it to the end zone.
Thanks to Lenz Truck Center for sponsoring our Play of the Week each and every week. Lenz Truck Center, Fond du Lac.
You want a truck or an SUV? Go to Lenz. You like what you see. Hundreds of trucks all on one lot. If you want a truck, it's what we got. Lenz Truck. Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
We return on the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show, getting you set for kickoff between the Ledgers and the Vikings here in week number 5 and the third week of flyway play. Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Here with Coach Wilderman from St. Mary's Springs. And Coach, still haven't given up a point in conference play. If anyone didn't believe the Laconia performance, you guys put it back out there last week against a good Elmira team, and just what does that speak to for your defensive performance and from the guys on that side of the ball that a couple weeks in a row with some talented athletes in both Laconia and Elmira, able to shut both of those teams out, keep them off the scoreboard?
Yeah, I think our defense is playing at a very, very high level right now. We hope to continue that. We're dictating what offenses are doing, which when we can do that, with the talent we have over there and some of the experience we have in the back end, we can fly around and we can really get a lot of guys into the run game down into the box from the secondary level when we can dictate the pace of how teams are running their offense. I think you saw that last week against Lomira. So they're flying around, they're playing fast. Another huge task ahead of us this week. I mean, WLA is finally getting fully healthy here, and they've had a rough stretch of games. Their record 1-3 is no indication of what kind of football team they are. So this is probably what I think is the biggest test since week 1 against Lake Country for sure. And we've got to continue to play good defense and continue to improve on the offensive side.
You mentioned WLA and a 1-3 record. After this week, through 5 weeks, they'll have played 4 ranked opponents, kind of to what you were alluding to there. Just a brutal stretch for them to start things. Obviously, it starts with Gannon Schwartz for them, but what do you see on film from them? You mentioned them getting, at least, hopefully for them, for their sake, a couple of running backs back or a wide receiver here and there. They've dealt with some injuries. What do you see from them that makes them so difficult and tricky to deal with on that side of the ball?
They've just got a ton of guys that can hit the big play at any given moment. Their line play is very good. They return a lot of guys from last year, a lot of experience. The way they run that offense is very well done. It's very detailed, and they've got the guys to do it. And then they've got a home run hitter or a few home run hitters in the back end that you got poor pursuit angles. Even if you do a great job on stopping the ball at the point of attack, that play's only half over now. And now you got a whole nother dimension to worry about with cutbacks and their ability to, like I said, just hit that home run at any point. So certainly got our work cut out for us. By far what I think is the most explosive offense we've seen to this date.
Offensively, you mentioned just kind of continuing to improve on that side of the ball. As you mentioned, not perfect last week, but a couple of early touchdowns kind of gave you something to defend, didn't it? And early execution was kind of the key and really seemed to be the difference in that game.
Yeah, and we talked about that going into the week. We needed to get some early confidence and get some things going, and I thought we did a really nice job in the first half. Again, that second half, we're not able to really put a team away. We just kind of let them hang around. We weren't in any jeopardy, I felt, of ever maybe losing that game, but certainly didn't play offensively a complete game. First half was exactly what we talk about. We controlled the ball. We had the ball for 15-plus minutes. We had 8 first downs, and that's really what we try to do as a program is time of possession, run the ball, throw in, pass when we want to. So we were very efficient in the first half with what we did. Second half, it was kind of the opposite. We didn't really do much of anything on offense. And we talked this week, and I think the team knows it, and they're a little disappointed with how we came out in the second half offensively. But we've certainly got to put complete games together as we face quality opponents, no matter who it is, especially a team like this where a 14-point lead is certainly not anything anybody's going to feel comfortable with the playmakers they have on the offensive side of the ball. So we've got to continue to keep their offense off the field, and that starts by obviously us holding the ball and moving the sticks. And not every point or not every possession is going to end up in points. But the main thing is you're playing defense while you're playing offense as long as you're moving the sticks and you're eating up time on the clock. And that's our recipe to win football games. We were not shy as a coaching staff about talking about that going into the year. We've just got to do a better job in the second half, but we did a great job in the first half last week of doing that.
Coach, WLA Springs, always a game that I think everyone has circled on their calendars. Looking forward to it tonight. Good luck. Go get them.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go. That Coach Wilderman from St. Mary Springs, the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile Interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. We'll parlay this, as we have the last couple of weeks, right into the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer and Bauer Chiropractic. And, if you're a listener of St. Mary Springs football with us here on Radio Plus, this will come as no surprise to you. Jack Holtzman's still out. Still holding out hope that maybe there's a possible return at some point this year. Again, still a big loss for them, though. Yeah. As Frankie, I know you've seen this team a lot over the last couple of years. And last year, right before he went down with the knee injury, he was the most explosive player, I think you could argue, along with Gannon Schwartz in the Flyweight Conference, a guy who anytime he touched the football, he could take it the distance.
You got that right. I mean, this is a guy who's been out with injury for some time now, got hurt last season, missed a lot of time in basketball last year, now again this season. But he was really breaking out last year as a junior. Like you said, jet sweep, left, right, it didn't matter. It was 70 yards to the house. He's got great speed, great elusiveness, a huge piece of the puzzle here for the Ledgers, that if he can come back, you might see them start to put up 30, 40 points once again like they were a season ago.
Take some pressure off of Stelmacher, take some pressure off of Baker for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go, Jack Holtzman, who is still, talking to the coaches, still an impactful leader for this team and a captain. So there you go. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk to Coach Lair on the other side with our second half of the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile Interview. That comes up next on Radio Plus Video Sports. Stay with us.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life. Because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Back here in the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, getting you set for kickoff between the Ledgers and the Vikings here at Viking Field. And Coach's Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile Interview here with Coach Lair. And Coach, spirits seem to be hard to walk around here at practice and hard to imagine a 1-3 team. You guys are pretty fired up. You know, it's a tough schedule. We outlined that. Here comes another ranked opponent down the pike right now. But you get good vibes around this team right now, don't you?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we talked last week that 0-3 was a different feel for 0-3, and then we went into Campbellsford last week and scored on a first drive and kind of put the hammer down after that, and it was a big sigh of relief for us, right? You know, getting off the schneid and, you know, 3 tough games like that. We felt we were battle tested, and now we're ready to go, and hopefully we can run a few together.
Yeah, obviously it's a rivalry game, right? But you know, focusing on you first, you know, what did you see last week that was maybe a few things that you cleaned up and that you just got to kind of string together, as you mentioned?
Yeah, we made a couple adjustments going into last week. You know, we had to clean up some things on offense, and we had some guys. You know, we had those late injuries late in camp, right? So guys are learning new positions, and I feel they're finally starting to get their feet in the sand a little bit and knowing what they're doing, and that helps a lot. So,
you know, like I said, rivalry game. Not hard to get the guys hyped up for this kind of matchup. This is a team that hasn't given up a point in conference play yet. What do you see on film from them defensively? And you know, what are maybe a few things you guys are going to have to do well tonight against that stout defense?
Yeah, we're going to have to move the ball, right? We have to run the ball, and they got some big guys up front, but we do too, you know. So it's going to be a war of attrition on the line of scrimmage and see who comes out on top. But I think, you know, we got a good game plan together, and hopefully the guys work the plan, right? Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, and then on the other side of the football, it seems like we talk about this every night. You got a good running back in Stellmacher, and Len seems to be figuring out how to run that offense as well. And kind of a throwback Springs kind of offense. What do your guys have to do well, maybe aside from just tackle and own the trenches? What do you got to do well on that side of the ball?
Yeah, we got to be able to hit the quarterback when they run the option, right? They're going to run that speed option, they'll run a true option, and they'll run their bellies or traps up the middle, and they'll throw the ball around a little bit. So we got to be disciplined, right? And I think our defense have been coming together here. Again, a couple new pieces there, and they're learning their spot. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the matchup tonight.
Last one for you, Coach. You mentioned the injuries late in camp and kind of figuring that out. Just, you know, how proud are you of these guys that have had to step up? And it's some of these guys, it seems like it's a new position every week that they're stepping into and doing a nice job. You know, Sam Polish is one that maybe would stand out there running the football last week. And a lot of these guys getting some reps at maybe positions they maybe wouldn't have expected in preseason camp.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, we got guys right now playing at, you know, first 2 weeks camps, they didn't see that spot, right? And Sam's one of them, right? But he's a senior, smart kid, and he gave him a shot last week, and he delivered. And we're very happy with him, and looking forward to him holding down that spot for the next few weeks at least. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Coach, Springs, WLA, doesn't get much better than this on a Friday night, does it?
It doesn't, especially on Viking Field. Looking forward to it.
Good luck. Go get them tonight.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. That's Coach Kevin Lair and his Vikings trying to once again upset St. Mary Springs. Not often that they get an opportunity to put together, I know 2 is not a streak, but multiple wins in a row against the Ledgers. As we did with Springs, the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report got Payne C. Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer. And for the Vikings, no Cole Keifenheim. Again, same thing, similar to Jack Holtzman. They're holding out hope that maybe for a deep playoff run he could return, but he will remain out there starting running back. They will get their backup running back, Adrian Brenner, back today. He's going to try to give it a go, offense only. And then number 2, Caleb Wild. We've seen him back for 2 weeks now, but he's going to try to go both ways, according to the coaches. So there you go. That is the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Our keys to the game are built by Pino Construction. Turn your vision into reality. Frankie, a couple of things for both the Ledgers to stay undefeated and for WLA to potentially pull off what would be an upset and get themselves back into the flyway race.
Yeah, I think it's the line of scrimmage, the run game. Who can stop the run? Gannon Schwartz, the leader for the Vikings. Will Stellmacher, the leader for the Ledgers. Both over 300 yards on the season, both with numerous touchdowns for their respective squads. I think this game is obviously going to be won on the ground. That's the vocal point of both of these teams. Who can run it down the other team's throat?
Vikings back onto the field. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll meet the starting lineups and get you set for kick here between the Ledgers and the Vikings. You're watching on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Got paid? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Welcome back as we are meeting the starting lineups here at Viking Field. We'll tell them to you. They're presented by Sargento Cheese. Our Sargento Cheese starting lineup. Start your new career at careers.sargento.com. The defensive starters for both of these teams, and for St. Mary Springs, why not? They haven't given up a conference point yet. Number 4 is defensive back Ben Baker. Number 5 is another defensive back, Zane Wilson. He's a 6'1", 160-pound junior. Joey Kuhn and Cale Krusik, junior and senior respectively, a couple of 6-footers back there, both of them ball hawking in the secondary. Joshua Dux had himself a whale of a game against Lamira last week, had 9 total tackles for the Ledgers. He's a linebacker, along with Matt Miller. He had an excellent game as well. He had about 7 tackles and a few tackles for loss. Jackson Sobel and Billy Everson round out the linebacking core for the Ledgers. And then in the trenches, Seth Hempfner, Christian Flores, who is the 3rd in the conference in sacks, and Beckett Longley along the line. Those are the starters for the Ledgers. For Winnebago Lutheran, Spencer Lair is the leading tackler on the team. He's the linebacker. Cooper Schwalbe and Caleb Wild off the edge, for WLA. Nolan Dragolovich, along with Gannon Schwartz, Owen Elke, and Frankie Wiedmeyer in the defensive backfield. Sam Polish, kind of that flex DB, kind of new age linebacker DB kind of player for the Vikings. And then in the trenches for them, Parker Mullenbach, 5'11 junior, Mason Faust, a 6'1", 234-pound senior, and Orville Bloom, 6'4", 260-pound junior.
Baby.
And you mentioned the trenches. Orville, look out for Orville Bloom and Mason Faust. It's kind of unique to say this, but WLA is the bigger team, which is not usually the case when the Ledgers take the field.
No, Ledgers have been, historically a very large team, but Orville Bloom, Mason Faust looking to have a big game against a guy like Will Stelmacher on the ground.
There you go. Those are our Sargento Cheese starting lineups. Let's take a timeout. We'll have the national anthem here in the stadium. We'll come back with our opening kickoff presented by Right Way Home Improvement. That's next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery, at New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
My name is Dave Hopper, and I've been with Hoppers for 35 years. My parents worked here, I work here, my son works here, my wife works here, so it's family. But I also look at the employees that we have today, and we have 2 that have over 25 years of employment here with us. So they are family. When we hire somebody new, I don't look at them as just an employee. They're part of our family, and that's what we strive for.
We return, closing out the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show right now with our Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today and contact Right Way for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999, or visit rightwaybuilt.com. The Vikings and the Ledgers from Viking Field. A rivalry game that if you spent any time at either one of these schools, a fan of either one of these schools, or in really just a fan of the Flyway Conference or this Fond du Lac area, you know how much this means to both of these fan bases. And for WLA, a little hope and belief after about 20 years of just nothing against the Ledgers. They finally got them last time out.
And they just won a game. They put up 40 points in their last outing. Let's snowball this. Let's come out, do it again against a tough opponent, prove that we are real contenders here in this Flyway Conference, which is going to be tightly contested all year long. This is a prove-it kind of game.
Something's got to give. 40 points for the Vikings, 42 last week, and the Ledgers yet to give up a point in Flyway play. Ledgers in their road whites. They are sharp with the blue numbers and the white helmets with the blue stripe down the middle, and the Vikings in their fierce new home blacks and the silver helmets. And the kick, as you might expect, will not go to Gannon Schwartz. It's going to go to Sam Polish, and Polish has a seam up this near sideline, out past the 30 to the 33-yard line. Pretty good field position, all things considered, for the Vikings for their first possession of the night. And here comes Gannon Schwartz.
That's a great return from Sam Polish down the near sideline. Kick coverage not to be found there on that side, but good hustle to him, get him out of bounds, stop him where they did. And like you said, Gannon Schwartz looking to put up the same kind of numbers he's put up all season.
Push it back to the 32, so that's where things will start for the Vikings. Heading left to right on your YouTube screen, and the Vikings with 2 receivers to the top, and Spencer Lair is the tight end to the near side. Schwartz is going to try to get it to Lair. Little dump off, check that, that's Caleb Wild, and a first completion for Gannon Schwartz goes for about 3.
Yeah, and that's a nice, easy completion to get Gannon Schwartz in rhythm. Quick play action. They know the threat of him with his legs running the football, so why not go quick boot out to the right, find their receiver in Wild for a short little gain, but nonetheless, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vikings like to utilize Wild. We saw that against Mayville. Didn't have a big game last week against the Cougars, but the Vikings got just about everything they wanted on the ground in that game. Didn't really have to go to the air that much. Here's the first carry for Polish, the kick returner, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Nice play made there in the backfield by Beckett Longley.
Beckett Longley, senior defensive lineman here for the Ledgers. Guy who's been on this team for some time, knows the culture, knows what's expected, the kind of expectations here on the Ledgers. Gets in there, makes a play, stopping Polish at the line of scrimmage, bringing up a long 3rd down.
Our first quarter tonight sponsored by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Thanks to Wisconsin Lighting Lab for their support of high school sports here in the Flyway Conference. Gannon Schwartz sends a man in motion. That's Spencer Lair. Schwartz going to jet out to the left. Good job containing by Joshua Ducks, and it's overthrown. I think it was a miscommunication there with Nolan Dragolovich, who cut off his route, and I think he was he thought it was going to Lair. I think Schwartz was actually looking for Dragolovich there.
Yeah, Dragolovich stopped his route, like you said. Looked like it was going to be open on the far sideline if he kept going. Little miscue to start things here. You can't have those kind of mistakes. It's high-intensity atmosphere, WLA Ledgers. It doesn't get bigger than this here in the Flyway. Got to swallow those emotions, get back to business.
So a 3-and-out potentially upcoming here. They'll line up for it, will the Vikings, but Schwartz is their punter, so that's the benefit of having your all-star, well, pretty much all-state sprinter as a kick punter as well. That helps kind of disguise some things. Here is Schwartz. This one looks like it's angled way to the sideline. Yeah, that's going to barely clear midfield, and we'll see where they mark it. Here, they're still going to keep marching to the plus 48 for the Ledgers, and that's excellent field position.
Great starting field position for the Ledgers. It's almost like they did go for the ball where this is starting for the Ledgers. Gannon Schwartz, though, back on him. He's a do-it-all guy. We talked about it during the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Runs the ball, throws the ball. He's all over the basketball court in the springtime as well. Punter, he can do it all. He keeps surprising me, Jordan.
I have a good feeling that the wind got a hold of that. We do have a pretty brisk wind from the east to the west, and I think we saw that there. Here is Xander Lenz. First look at him and first look at Will Stellmacher, and the senior dives forward for 3. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, 2nd and 7.
Ledgers looking to establish the ground game right away there on first down. They do pick up 2 with Stellmacher. Vikings did that a little bit, but elected to go play pass twice rather than running it. Got the 1 run with Polish, 2 yards for him, 2 yards here for Stellmacher.
So Lenz back in the shotgun, going to go right back to Stellmacher, and Mason Faust curls around. Nice pursuit on the back end that time from Faust, but still 3 for Stellmacher, and he's got 5 early ones.
Yeah, bring up a 3rd and medium here for the Ledgers. If they can keep running it like that, they get a similar gain. You could see 2-down territory here coming up for Springs.
Kind of in that no man's land territory.
Bentley Coots, the kicker, he's got a leg on him, can hit from distance, but we'll see how it plays out.
Inadvertent whistle there, and they're going to take Mason Faust out of the ball game. That's a big loss for WLA as 234 pounds comes to the sideline. Not sure why, might be blood. I have a feeling that's what it is. So here comes a 3rd down and 5, Ben Baker, and Polish makes a great tackle on the sideline, and he's going to stop him after a pickup of about 1.5 yards. It's going to be 4th and a long 3, make it 4.
Polish comes in high but stops Ben Baker in his tracks. He's the vet receiver on this team. The senior lost a couple of his teammates, graduated seniors a year ago, but he remains. They love him on a screen pass. They try the bubble screen here. Not for much, 4th and 4.
So Baker will likely do the punting here. Polish and Schwartz back to return, and well, you can't punt the ball to Gannon Schwartz. He's going to touch the ball on every play offensively. You can't give him any chances in special teams where the space is already created for him naturally, right?
Yeah, you got to give him that respect. Punt almost blocked. They do get it away.
Oh,
Schwartz
great
back
punt.
there. Yeah.
It's going to check up inside the 10, roll out to the 8-yard line where WLA will take over for their 2nd possession. So early on here, field position could be an early storyline as WLA going to have to try to move it from outside of their the shadow of their own goalposts.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, just that respect shown to Gannon Schwartz. Everyone's aware of the kind of player and kind of athlete he is. He is absolutely dangerous, can blow a play up offensively and defensively at any point here in this game. But as you said, starting inside their own 10, going to have to take a 91-yard drive to get in the end zone.
So here come the Vikings, 2 3-and-outs that we've seen early on, and if you've watched the Ledgers play, maybe that's not super surprising. They've struggled a little bit offensively. You heard Coach Wilderman allude to that in the pregame as Schwartz gets taken down, maybe a yard loss. Yeah, they're going to call it 2nd and 11. Before that Lamira game, he described the offense as trying to wade in water with bricks around your ankles. tread water with bricks around your ankles. I like that analogy. But their defense has been standing up to allow the offense the slow progression that it's been for them.
Yeah, a lot of new faces. Xander Lenz at quarterback, Noah Mall at tight end. Jackson Sobel's got to step up there. Other guys like Matthew Miller at linebacker and tight end as well. got to take a little bit for these younger guys to find their groove there on offense.
Frankie Wiedmeyer goes in motion, a little misdirection. Here comes Sam Polish around the near side. He's got a hole, spins past a couple of tackles, and we got our first down of the ball game, a pickup of 14 yards for Sam Polish. And that is an Addison Jones first down. Moving the chains or moving into your dream home. Addison Jones gets you there.
How about that play call from the Vikings? Little misdirection back the other way with Polish. Gets the first big gain of the game. But that's, again, this Vikings offense. You got to respect Gannon Schwartz. You got to respect Caleb Wild coming around the corner. Sam Polish ends up getting it, takes it for a big gain.
We did see a lot of that misdirection in that playoff win that WLA had. Similar look here, this time the pitch to Wiedmeyer. Here goes Frankie Wiedmeyer. He's got a little seam. He breaks through his tackle, and the Vikings have back-to-back first downs, and Wiedmeyer takes it out to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 17.
And that's just excellent play calling. You're seeing the Vikings stacking plays now. Same design, but on the first play, misdirection back the other way with Polish. This time they do give it to Wiedmeyer. Back the other way, keeping these Ledgers guessing on defense.
Tell you what, we did not see last week the Lamar Lions put together 2 plays in a row like that. We saw a few plays like that, but not in a row against this Ledger defense. And WLA nearing midfield. Schwartz back in the shotgun. The give to Polish, looking the left side. Now cuts back up the middle, and a third straight. No, they're going to mark him just a touch short. It's going to be second down in inches. Picked up 9.5.
Nonetheless, this Vikings offense putting up 40 yards on the ground on 3 straight plays. Tire this defense out, control the line of scrimmage. That's going to be the key to victory. And so far on this drive, the Vikings are succeeding.
Tell you what, this coaching staff believed that they could match up in the trenches with the Ledgers, and then it was just a case of, can we get our skill guys to find the hole, hit the hole, and 3 straight plays. None of them coming from Schwartz as well, worth mentioning. And we'll see if we got some pre-snap movement. We do. So as we say that, the Vikings shoot themselves in the foot, and we did see that a lot from Lamira. They had about 6 or 7 pre-snap penalties a week ago, and you can't have those against a good defense.
Yeah, that'll back them up 5 yards. Still second and manageable, 2nd and 6 coming up for Schwartz and the Vikings. Got to keep on this momentum, though.
I was going to say, it looked like they marched it off about 6 yards, so they move it back 1 more yard forward. It's, as you mentioned, second and a long 5.5, 6 yards. Here goes Wiedmeyer in motion. The pitch to Frankie Wiedmeyer. He's got the speed around the near side, dives forward and picks up about half of the penalty yardage back. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Vikings finding great success outside the tackles on the perimeter so far on this drive. Going to have to force these corners to come up, make some tackles on some pretty elusive players like Wiedmeyer and Polish. But those guys, maybe not used to the contact like the guys up front are, they're going to have to start making some plays.
This is the benefit of having Gannon Schwartz, right? Where you have to respect it if you're Springs. It would be easy to try to go chase all the motion and everything that's happening, but you can't let 5 get loose.
Yeah, you load that box up, leaves the perimeters open, and they're exploiting that.
Here goes Polish on a big 3rd down and 3. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage, picked up maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th and about 2.5. They gave him about half a yard there.
Vikings do a great job to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Near midfield now. Could be a decision coming up, 4th and 3. You put the Ledgers where they were originally on their opening possession. Do you run it and kind of see what that defense can do again, or do you play it safe?
Big question here for Coach Lair, and he's going to send on the coverage unit. Not to say that they're for sure going to punt it away, but the coverage, as I mentioned, the coverage unit is out there, and in the process of doing that, you're taking number 71, Braxton Reibel, a 287-pound lineman off. I think if you're going for it, Reibel's going to stay out there at 290.
You'd have to assume.
So Schwartz is going to back up, and looks like a punt. And Ben Baker, the lone deep man for the Ledgers. And he's another guy similar to Schwartz that you don't want to give an opportunity to, but Schwartz is going to here. And here is a flag in the backfield. We'll check that after the play. Ben Baker going to try his luck on the right side. Cuts upfield. Nolan Dragolovich with a nice tackle at about the 24-yard line. And we'll check the penalty marker.
Great tackle from Nolan, and even greater punt from Schwartz. Better than his first one. He'll take that all day.
Sideline warning on Winnebago Lutheran, so we will turn it over to the Ledgers here on the possession.
4:03 left in the quarter. 0-0 to start things, and that might be the case for the game. This could be a defensive battle, and I'm telling you, both these teams are ready for it.
You know, that play there, or that drive there, Frankie, you go, 7 plays, and with that third down, or the second down run, of 3 from Frankie Wiedmeyer, you don't have that pre-snap penalty. Your drive's still going right now.
Yeah, like you said, that penalty did cost them in the end. Mistakes you can't have.
So the Ledgers from their own 24-yard line with Xander Lenz in the shotgun, along with Will Stellmacher. The turn to give to Stellmacher straight up the middle, and Stellmacher's got his best run of this young ball game, pickup of about 5.
And this is what the Ledgers do. They're going to chip away. 3-yard run, 3-yard run, 3-yard run, and then all of a sudden Stellmacher's going to burst one for 30 yards. He's got that kind of explosion as a runner. And while they're doing this, they're bringing up the defenders up towards the line of scrimmage. Watch out for Xander Lenz to throw one deep here soon.
We have seen that, especially to Dux. Dux has done a nice job to fake like he's blocking, just how we saw Noah Mall do it so many times. And the Vikings almost jump. Was it a false start first? We'll check the penalty marker. And are we going to have a conversation? And WLA is pointing in the direction of the Ledgers. A couple of Ledgers are walking backwards already. And so we'll see what they decide.
And that's something you see a lot. He did it. No, he did it. Finger pointing on both sides of the ball, but I think you're right. Ledgers, I think, are moving back here.
I tell you what, sometimes you got to, as an official, you got to have some deductive reasoning. If one team starts moving backwards, maybe that's the guilty party.
That might be a sign, yeah.
But still got a debate going on in there between the two line judges and the official, and they're going to call a false start on the Ledgers. So take away that 5-yard pickup from Will Stellmacher, and it's back down to 2nd and 10.
Penalty each for both sides, 4-5 yards.
I don't know.
Making these drives difficult.
Don't know that Coach Wilderman absolutely was convinced that was the case, but he doesn't get a say in that.
Decision's not on him at the end of the day.
So the Ledgers back in 2nd and 10 with Xander Lenz in the shotgun, as he will be all night. Vikings look like they're going to bring pressure, and Stellmacher busts through the first tackle, and he's going to have a pickup of about 13 yards for Will Stellmacher. Give him 12, actually, on the pickup, and that is another Addison Jones first down. For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Your first move is to call Addison Jones, first down Ledgers.
That is a huge hole open by O'Brien on the right side, or rather the left side, the left guard, creating that opening. Ephraim O'Brien there as well with him to burst Stellmacher for 12 yards, and they get out of that penalty that they just committed.
Ball sits at the 35-yard line of the Ledgers, and Lenz sets it back up. Sabel is the man who goes in motion, and the Vikings jump once again, and this time it was pretty clear. No one from the Ledgers moved, and Josh Eckert, jumped about, he was almost in the backfield. So
yeah, they'll get that every single time. Kale Krusik out there, the senior as well, another returning receiver. Joey Kuhn plays a lot of minutes there for that basketball team as well, the junior. We'll see him tonight as well at receiver. There's some dangerous guys on the perimeter for this Ledgers team, just as they get Xander Lenz more acclimated into this offense and establish this ground game. We'll see those guys more often later in the game.
And Kuhn, arguably one of the best defensive players in the Flyway Conference this year. Here goes Ben Baker on a misdirection, and Ben Baker don't want to let him get free. He's got a first down, pickup of 6.
And how about that wrinkle there? You put your most talented receiver, Ben Baker, in at running back, get him a nice touch up the left side. A little bit of a wrinkle. We'll see him a lot of the time. Jet sweeps, screens, that kind of thing. Good stuff from Ben Baker.
Just a guy that doesn't matter where he is, but he's
want the ball in his hands.
He's got to factor in somehow, right?
Yeah,
Either a fake or give him the football or whatever. First down for Springs out at the 46-yard line, as they had the ball in WLA territory and went 3-and-out last possession. Here, a couple of first downs in quick succession. Here comes Xander Lenz running the power around that right side. He can't go anywhere. He is met in the backfield, dropping it for a 3-yard loss. Trying to see a number coming out of that pile. I think it was number 1 for the Vikings. That's Cooper Schwalbe.
Schwalbe with a huge play, the biggest defensive play for the Vikings up to this point here in the first quarter. Drops Lenz for a 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13, 2nd and long from their own 46. Back and forth battle here on defense. If you're a defensive mind, you're loving this.
So what do the Ledgers do now in 2nd and long? Lenz with a couple of receivers to the near side. One of them is Ben Baker. He's going to go on the far side. There's your deep shot. Looking for Kuhn, overthrew him.
Play action had Kuhn. He had a step on the defensive back, overthrown towards the sideline. Joey Kuhn looked like he slowed up a little bit too as he was trying to locate the ball in the air. Would have been a tough catch nonetheless.
You mentioned it, though. Run, 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 run. There's your play action shot. And it was there for the Ledgers. And I'm sure that's one that offensive coordinator Ellisted in his first year, I think that's one he's going to file away later on in this ball game if they're able to continue to have some success on the ground.
Of course. That's just one of those things. You're so close. We could hit on that. Let's stop it for now. Come back to it later when we might have it.
So 3rd down and very long. Xander Lenz under pressure in the backfield, and he's dropped back there. And it's 77, the big man, Orville Bloom. Check that, Braden Stolper.
Braden Stolper speeds around the edge. Immediate pressure on Xander Lenz.
It was 79. It was Bloom. I was going to say.
We talked about Bloom in the pre-show.
Sometimes the dark blue on the black is a little difficult to read. I was going to say I haven't heard 77 all year long. A 5'9", 171-pound freshman. That's not who just hit Xander Lenz.
No, sorry.
It was all 270 pounds of Orville Bloom dropping Lenz for a massive loss.
Immediate pressure on that right side. Flushed Xander Lenz out of the pocket to his left. Orville Bloom gets there, and he's only a junior. He's got a lot of great football behind him, in front of him, rather.
And they just called another sideline interference on the Vikings.
Wow.
And so that's going to be 3rd down yet again. Wipe that play off the board. Well, yeah, so they're going to play 3rd down again. I wasn't sure why that wasn't the play and then the penalty yardage after that.
Wow.
Because the way they marched that off. Okay, well, I thought that maybe they were going to march that off after on 4th down. We're going to get a conversation here.
Yeah.
Because they marched off the yardage for 15, which would bring it up to here.
Yeah, it's marked right now at 3rd and 9. I mean, this
otherwise
is
that would be a
huge mistake from the sideline. You cannot have this in this kind of game.
Well, and you're still in the first quarter, and this is number 2 of the ball game. You get one warning. And so, no, they're going to keep it with 3rd down.
And that was a drive-stopping sack from Bloom, omitted there by that sideline infraction.
And so now the Vikings got to come back and do it again. An extra down here for the Ledgers, and it's 3rd down and 8. Keep it on the ground this time with Ben Baker. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No Viking interfering that time. And a dropping him in the in the backfield that time. Once again, Schwalbe was part of it. Spencer Lair was in there, and it looks like a punt once again for the Ledgers.
Ledgers trying to find the Vikings sleeping there on that 3rd and long with a run up the gut. You'd think pass in that kind of situation, try to switch it up, give it to Ben Baker up the middle. Nothing there. Good stand, regardless of the penalty, there from the Vikings.
So 3-and-out Vikings, 3-and-out Ledgers, 7-play drive punt Vikings, 7-play drive punt Ledgers.
Jab, jab, jab from both sides.
And that's going to end the first quarter. As we send it to our second quarter, we will check out our Lenz Truck Center Student Athlete of the Week. That comes up right now, presented by Lenz.
Our Student Athlete of the Week this week comes from Lenz Truck Center and St. Mary Springs Academy.
Xander Lenz in the shotgun. The give to Stelmacher. Nice juke move. He dives forward. He's in. Will Stelmacher. His 5th touchdown of the season. And Springs punches Lamira in the mouth to start this one. 13-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard.
Again, congratulations to our latest Student Athlete of the Week this week from Lenz Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports.
If you want a truck or an SUV, go to Lenz till you like what you see. Hundreds of trucks all on one lot. If you want a truck, it's what we've got. Lenz Truck, Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
We return here to Viking Field, start of the second quarter here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Six-pack tonight. Fondy playing Kaukauna tonight. Waupun in action. Got Randolph in action. And then the three flyway games that we have tonight. This one, obviously, Campbell Sport in Mayville on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus, as well as Lamira Amro on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus. Max protects here for the Ledgers, and Ben Baker gets this punt off cleanly. And Schwartz has it go off his knee, I do believe, and Schwartz is going to have to dive on top of it. Krusik on top of him, squirted out from Schwartz, and I think it's Ledger foot. Just taken back in from Gannon Schwartz, and WLA survives there.
What a moment. Gannon Schwartz, that one nearly got away from him off his knee. Lucky to jump back on top of it. Kind of slipped there near his end zone. Ben Baker did take his time on that punt. It was nearly blocked again. Gets it away. Almost a crucial mishap there on the Vikings special teams. But crisis averted. Gannon Schwartz back on the football with WLA.
I would say crisis averted. Holy smokes. So the ball at their own 10-yard line. I guess at the end of all of that, it certainly hurts field position as well. But worth noting, that was a heck of an athletic play by Schwartz to get back on top of that. Get off of
flat on his back, gets up, falls on it with two guys jumping on top of him. Good hustle from the QB.
Three receivers to the near side. Here goes Schwartz alone in the backfield. He's going to run it. He's got a seam. Schwartz. Here goes Ben Baker. Steps through that tackle, and Baker did just enough to force Gannon Schwartz out of bounds. Otherwise, he might still be running for a 90-yard touchdown. Nonetheless, he gets WLA well away from their own goal line and another first down.
And nothing special about it. Just a simple QB draw over the right side. Gets right through the defense. Breaks a couple tackles. Gannon Schwartz can do it on the trick plays. He can do it on the simple ones. Huge gain. Gets them to near their own 30. Like you said, fixing that field position problem up real quick.
Pickup of 19 for Schwartz on the first play of the possession. And, talking to Coach Lair before the game, he said, we got to be able to move the football. Well, second and third drive here, early returns pretty good for the Vikings, and Coach Lair going to spend one of his 3 first-half timeouts right now. We're going to take it with him, and we'll come back after this. The Vikings at their own 29 in the second quarter, scoreless on Radio Plus Video Sports. We'll keep it right here for now until we can think we have our
slight problem. We'll work through. No problem at all. We'll keep it right here.
Our commercial freezing up there, so we'll keep it here at Viking Field. The Vikings will have it first down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Third possession of the night for the Vikings.
And they got to be happy with their ground production so far. Getting some room on the edges with Frankie Wiedmeyer having a great start. And that exploits the middle. Gannon Schwartz, they can do it all. They can really run this football. And against a good Ledgers defense, they haven't been able to move it at times.
Roughly 66 yards or so on the ground for the Vikings. Obviously officially unofficial stats up here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth. But we're at least in the ballpark. So first down and 10 from the 29-yard line for the Vikings. As I mentioned, their third possession of the ball game. We've seen these two kind of mirror each other in their first two drives each. Here goes Schwartz around the right side, not going to get there. Nice job on pursuit on that far side by number 70, Christian Flores, who is one of the league leaders in sacks and tackles for loss this season.
And it's a back-and-forth battle. These trenches are going to be tightly contested all night long. But who can keep it up the longest? Who's got the stamina to keep chipping away until they dominate up front?
So second down and long for the Vikings. They have really not been in this position very much so far tonight. Their second possession started with a 2nd and 11, so able to convert after that. Here goes Schwartz, another pass in, lit up on the far side of the field. Great play by Zane Wilson from the Ledgers to break up that pass intended for Wiedmeyer, I do believe.
6'1" defensive back comes up in there, makes the huge hit, looking for that quick, flat option pass there to Wiedmeyer. Wilson, the hit was even better, knocked that ball out. Coming up here, 3rd and 10.
What is Coach Lair and
Located in
We are back here at Viking Field. Thank you for your patience and staying with us through some technical difficulties here at Viking Field. There's Ben Baker. As you see, the Ledgers with the football. And
another flag.
Flag coming out here. Just had a face mask on the Vikings. We'll get caught up here to catch you up, and we'll get the scoreboard as well. It's 3-0 Winnebago Lutheran. WLA went on a 10-play, 76-yard drive, capped off by a 30-yard field goal by Gannon Schwartz. With this crosswind that you mentioned it when it happened, had the headsets off, and Frankie and I just talking. You thought, maybe 40, 42,
would have been
45.
good from 45. Gannon Schwartz absolutely smoked the football. It was going to be good for much longer. Great kick from Schwartz to take the 3-0 lead.
So we just saw the Ben Baker. By the way, this is play number 3 of this. Make it number 4 of this next drive for the Ledgers. Just had a face mask, just a 5-yard face mask for Springs. And here goes Stellmacher up ahead. So it was 1st down and 7, one of those weird ones that you get every now and again. And Stellmacher picks up 4. So 2nd down and 3 after all of that.
Yeah, Ledger's moving the ball well here on the ground. And on top of that, as you mentioned, they got 2 free penalties from the Vikings defense to boost them to the opposing 45. Looking to trade blows here, get on the scoreboard just like WLA did a minute ago.
So what'd you miss when we were out? All sorts of Gannon Schwartz running to get him down into the red zone. Then a couple of negative plays, including a penalty. Got WLA behind the sticks as got a run here for Jack McGuire. And the number 2 running back for the Ledgers picks up an Addison Jones 1st down. When it's about moving the chains or moving to a new place, Addison Jones is the call, and a pickup of about 5 yards for Jack McGuire.
Both quarterbacks not finding much success through the air, but both teams finding plenty of it on the ground. That was our key to this football game. Who is going to control the line of scrimmage? Who's going to find more success running the football? And both teams, for the majority of this game, haven't had an issue.
Just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. And the give this time on submission direction once again to McGuire. Strong run for Jack McGuire to the near side. 1 man to beat, and Polish drags him down with another flag. More laundry. We've seen a ton of them in this first half, and we'll see what the call is here on the Vikings. And I think we're going to get – we're talking to the side – they're talking to the sideline again. I think they're going to get another sideline.
That would be WLA's
infraction.
3rd of the night.
Yeah. You get one that's just a warning. They've already been penalized 1 for yardage.
There is the flag.
And they're going to pick it up. All right, so maybe a final warning here for the Vikings.
Yeah, you see it there.
And I wonder what the conversation is. Coach Lair, I think, is saying, I'm in my box. The official's running into our box. I don't know. It's obviously an interesting one. And different referees have different levels of strictness about certain things, right? And so obviously WLA is quite frustrated.
But that run from Jack McGuire, great outside handoff to the near side, took it inside the red zone. Good carry for the second running back on this depth chart.
Here goes Stellmacher trying to go off left tackle, and Stellmacher picks up about 3.
And Stellmacher's rarely getting anything less than that. It's a great power back and carry the pile, keep things moving up the gut. And if you're the Ledgers, do you take it easy? Do you play for this tie here with 1:30 left in the half? Or if you find yourself in a 4th down situation, do you try to push it and find the end zone?
Coach Wilderman obviously hoping they don't get to that 4th down, right? And the hard count got the Vikings again. And the WLA going to give another free 5 to the – oh, never mind. They spotted someone that moved, so got the illegal procedure, and now 2nd down and 13. And now that becomes even bigger a question. Obviously, you know Bentley Coots is a great kicker.
Absolutely.
And so you're already within his range. Right now it'd be about a 37-yarder or so.
And if it did get WLA, that would have been the 3rd penalty of the drive. Absolutely backbreaking. But the Ledgers, false step there, back, 2nd 13. Here we go.
McGuire is in the backfield, taken down. That's a great play by Frankie Wiedmeyer coming out of the secondary on the run blitz. And Frankie, great play by Frankie.
Fantastic player, even better name if you ask me, Jordan. Frankie Wiedmeyer's been all over the field offensively and defensively. He's got some rushing stats, now a tackle for a loss. Clock's winding towards 30 seconds, 3rd and 15.
The Ledgers have all their timeouts. There's the first from Coach Wilderman with 30 seconds in this first half. We're going to take it with them. 3-0 lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard for the Vikings, and we're back to finish out the first half after this.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Upcoming, the 8th play of the drive here on Radio Plus. Jordan King and Frankie Bright with you here from the Radio Plus broadcast booth at Viking Field. Here goes Xander Lenz to the near side. Lenz finds a way to get out of bounds. Careful over there on that track. And he picks up about a yard, maybe not. And here comes, I would assume, the field goal unit on 4th down. Yeah, there's number 61, Bentley Coots, who is one of the better kickers you will see at the high school level, certainly in this area.
Most definitely. You saw Xander Lenz, some frustration not finding the edge there on the run, slamming that football down on the ground. Talked about it, Bentley Coots, great kicker. We saw Caden Rotman taking the kicks in warm-ups. We're curious if there's anything to that. Nope, Bentley Coots out there to take it.
They ended up giving Lenz about 4 yards on the carry. This is going to be a 37-yard field goal for Bentley Coots. Good snap, good hold, and this one is drilled from Bentley Coots, and we are tied. And just like the first two drives, these two go about the same. The same for the Ledgers and the Vikings. It's a 3-3 ball game.
Evenly matched. WLA stepping up to the challenge that the Ledgers do bring to the table. Bentley Coots looking at Gannon Schwartz. Hey, anything you can do, I can do better. 3-3.
Let's step away for a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back with 20 seconds left here in this first half. Stay with us.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Back here at Viking Field, 3-3 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. An 8-play drive that spanned 54 yards for the Ledgers to tie this thing up at 3 apiece.
And 2 killer penalties from the Vikings, a face mask and a unsportsmanlike. I think it was out there on the far sideline, a little extracurricular after Ben Baker had stepped out of bounds.
So Coots will drive this one deep. And looking for Polish back there. Catches inside the 10-yard line. Sam Polish, 2 hands on the football, as you would expect. We saw a ton of fumbles here on Viking Field. This is the time of year when in the second half on a grass field, you better have two hands on the football because things start to get slick down there.
Oh, yeah. And that brings it up in the conversation here, too. Under 15 seconds to play. Gannon Schwartz, as dangerous as he is, do you run the risk of anything going wrong here on your side of the field or take a knee, take it to the half?
Well, with 30 seconds left in the Mayville game, we got our answer because Schwartz took it 74 yards to the house.
He's
Obviously,
hungry. He's hungry to get in there. He absolutely is.
WLA would take something like that right now. It does not look like they're going to kneel the ball down. You trust Schwartz to at least hang on to it, if nothing else. He's alone in the backfield, going to send a man in motion. That is Adrian Brenner. Little misdirection play for Gannon Schwartz. Here goes Schwartz, straight up the middle. They got a couple of timeouts. 8.4 seconds, now 7.8, and a timeout from Coach Kevin Lair as Schwartz takes it from the 30, takes it 14 yards up to the 44-yard line, and a timeout by the Vikings. Let's take it with them here on Radio Plus Video Sports as the Vikings moving the ball here to close out the second quarter. Stay with us.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Hey, Devontae. Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
So about 8 seconds left here in this first half. The Vikings got the ball out to the 45-yard line. Got the whole field available. You got a timeout left, Frankie. Putting the ball in the air here is a different kind of risk, obviously, than keeping it on the ground with Schwartz, which you could obviously do once again if you wanted to.
I think, the last play, that 15-yard gain took about 7 seconds off the clock. If they do the same thing, if they can get 15 more yards here, take a timeout with 0.5 on the clock, opens up a whole can of worms of options there around the 45-40 for what you want to do before the half is over.
You know, with that, assuming a 45-yard field goal, if Schwartz indeed has that range, which would be asking a lot, you're about 27, 28 yards away from that right now if you're the Vikings. Schwartz has a couple of blockers in the backfield with him.
Ledgers bring it.
He's going to take a shot down deep. No hold on the edge, and Schwartz just going to throw it away with 2 seconds left.
Good catch on the sideline there. Can't tell who it is on the Ledgers. I think that was Michael Cabell. Well done. Good hands. Good defensive pressure, though, in from the Ledgers. They brought the blitz. It does pay off. Schwartz, nothing he could do. Flushed out to the right side. 2 seconds now. Got to get your best play with Gannon Schwartz.
Got to give a lot of credit there to Coach Wilderman defensively, not sitting back. It'd be easy to just spy.
It's a brave call.
Yeah, to come after him there is good stuff, and it works out for the Ledgers. 2 seconds left, second down and 10 from their own 45-yard line for the Vikings.
Fake the screen.
Going to try a double move here on the outside. Here goes Schwartz. Schwartz, is he just going to throw it away? Yes, he will. And it's halftime between these two crosstown rivals. Man, for a 3-3 half, that was one dandy of a first half that we just witnessed here at Viking Field. The Ledgers 3,
got that right.
The Vikings 3. Coming up next, we got our Holiday Automotive halftime show. Stick around for that. When we return, we will take you through some statistics in that first half, tell you how we got here to this 3-3 ball game. And, of course, we got Taco Bell trivia coming up at halftime as well. Talk to you in just a couple of minutes here on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, what?
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors.
Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Upgrade now and get more vehicle for your buck during the truck season sale at Holiday. Lease this new GMC Sierra Elevation at $549 per month, or score rates as low as 0% plus generous cash incentives on a new Sierra while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers. Offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marion University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marion University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes.
Dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
We return here to Viking Field. Flyway football tonight on Radio Plus Video Sports, one of several Flyway games here, and we'll get you a couple of score updates from around the area. We got 6 games on the Radio Plus Jeff's live streams network tonight. We'll take you through all the scores here at halftime, but first the Holiday Automotive halftime highlights brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Holiday, it's worth the trip. And for the Vikings in the first half, scoring the 3 points on their third drive. They had both of their second and third drive of that first half. Both of them looked good. The Vikings looked very good on both of those drives, and both of them kind of cut short by some penalties. They had a second down in inches in the second drive, had an illegal procedure penalty, and then weren't able to pick up the penalty yards after that. And then they were down inside the red zone, and once again had some pre-snap penalties that forced them back out and had to kick the field goal. So our scoring tonight, a 30-yard field goal by Gannon Schwartz, and then the answer on the next possession from Springs, a 36-yard field goal, make it 37-yard field goal for Bentley Coots. So that is the scoring here in the first half, and both teams got the ball 3 times. WLA got it a 4th time there right before half and ran out the clock on those 3 plays. Halftime statistics here. Gannon Schwartz, 80 yards rushing. He leads all players with the 80 yards. Sam Polish had a nice half as well, 27 yards rushing on, just about 4 or 5, make it 6 carries for him, 27 yards. Frankie Wiedmeyer got the ball 3 times. He had 20 yards on those 3 carries. So the moral of that story is the Vikings moving the football on the ground. They just got to finish out some drives a little bit better than they did in that first half. On the other side for Springs, 36 yards for Will Stellmacher, 18 total yards for Xander Lenz. I would say the Vikings did a really good job on the top 2 for the Ledgers in that first half. We'll see what adjustments Springs makes in the second half. And then nice, kind of last possession there from Jack McGuire on the scoring possession. He had 28 yards rushing, including a big 23-yarder that got them down into field goal range. And Jack McGuire, I'd be interested to see if we see more of him coming up in the second half, because he had a pretty good cameo near the end of that first half. So there you go. Those are the stats and the scoring from the first half in our game. And then around the area, talked about our Flyway conference games. Mayville leads 14-0 over Campbellsport at the half. Lemira leads Omro 20-0. at half. And tell you this, when you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, you can find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report. We'll have all the scores coming up tomorrow morning on the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube and Spotify. Randolph 6-0 lead over Westfield. Waupun leads Nakusa 29-0. And Fondy just gave up a score to Kaukauna with about 10 seconds left in the second quarter. They lead at 15-13, do the Cards, over at Fondy. So those are the scores here at halftime. Now it's time for Taco Bell Trivia. Order your favorite Taco Bell menu items online and pick them up at the drive-thru at all Taco Bell Fond du Lac locations. Taco Bell, live Mas. Now, new rules. You got to respond in the chat. So we'll leave the chat up here for the rest of halftime and most of the third quarter. That's about what we'll give you to get this correct answer in. WLA knocked off Springs in the playoffs last year. We've mentioned it a couple of times during the broadcast. You are tasked with figuring out the last time WLA had beaten Springs before that. Give me the year. You don't got to tell me the score. You don't got to tell me who was the quarterback. All that stuff is extra credit if you want to throw that in there. But what year was the previous win for WLA against Springs? Here's your hint. You got to go back a ways, all right? So there you go. That's the only hint I'll give you. Let's take a timeout. That's your Holiday Automotive halftime show here on Radio Plus. When we come back, we'll have the second half of action for you. Make sure you jump into that chat. Give us your Taco Bell trivia answer. Throw a year in there, right? There you go. We're back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
We're back here at Viking Field. Got a few more minutes to warm up. I just wanted to pop back in here. We had a few incorrect answers come into the chat. We had a 2003, a 2004. Close, but not quite. So keep populating that chat. Go ahead and...
I know the answer, Jordan.
Go ahead and guess.
I know the answer.
It's up on my computer screen right now.
I'm not looking. I just know it.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes, getting ready here for the second half of this tie 3-3 ball game between the Ledgers and the Vikings. Back after this, you're watching on Radio Plus Video Sports.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
Close out our halftime show here by saying, Kyle P., congratulations. You've won yourself some Taco Bell. 2007, WLA beat Springs 28-14. That's according to WisSports.net. So if that's incorrect, don't hate on me. But 2007, a 28-14 win for the Vikings against St. Mary's Springs. And there you go. The quarterback for the Vikings that day, Eric Reed, went for 75 yards. Mitchell Bowe was the quarterback for the Ledgers. Spencer Hicks rushed for 2 touchdowns for the Vikings as well. So there you go. Throwback to 2007 thanks to Kyle P. You can stop in to the radio station anytime to pick up your free Taco Bell gift certificate. Congratulations. One more score to give you from the Flyway Conference. The one game that we are not covering on the Jeff's Live Streams Radio Plus network is Laconia and North Fondy. Laconia has a 35-0 lead at halftime against the Orioles. So there you go. Lamira, Mayville, and Laconia with leads at halftime. And, of course, we got ourselves a good one here, Frankie.
You got that right, Jordan. Defensive battle so far. Offenses have been able to move the ball. The Vikings and the Ledgers finding some success. Gannon Schwartz has been fantastic to start this one. Nonetheless, still just a 3-3 game. I think I'm looking for which team could start finding success in the air. Both these teams have shown they can stop the run. Both teams have also shown they can run the football. Who's going to find that success through the passing game?
Got to stop making some mistakes down in the red area, right?
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of penalties in the red zone for both of these teams. Can't have those when it counts.
Zane Wilson will catch this opening kickoff of the second half. Nice return for Wilson, and he's out past the 30-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 31. So not bad field position for the Ledgers to start off this second half of action. Jordan King, Frankie Bright with you. Carey punching the buttons for us. And we got Amos and Colton down there showing all the action to you. They have much more important jobs than Frankie and I do. We just get to watch football and describe it for you.
Good time. Zane Wilson, good return. One of those very physical players out there, had a big hit in the first half. Looking to make an impact here on offense.
Stelmacher once again stacked up in the backfield, and a solo tackle against Will Stelmacher. Now, some help came in at the end there, but that was a heck of a job from Frankie Wiedmeyer. That's a defensive back coming up, filling the hole, and making essentially a solo tackle against probably the best or one of the best runners in the flyway.
Yeah, I've said it before. I love Frankie Wiedmeyer's name. He makes a great play there. Will Stelmacher, not an easy man to bring down. He does it, as you said, by his lonesome. He's had a couple of flash plays on offense, doing it again here on defense. I'm telling you, he cannot wait to get the ball back in his hands.
Here is the keeper, and once again, Xander Lenz cannot find any space on that far side. Once again, Brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2 plays, no yards for the Ledgers, and a 3rd and 10.
Read option there for Xander Lenz. Would have preferred he did hand that one to Stellmacher. Had some space up the middle. Stellmacher went about 3-4 yards before he was even touched. Maybe they might have just read the play very well, but it looked like Stellmacher had a nice seam up the gut if they'd so chose to take it.
So 3 receivers to the near side. Stellmacher and Lenz in the backfield. 1 receiver up to the top of the screen. That is Joey Kuhn up there. Here is Lenz under immediate pressure once again. He's going to have to dump it out of bounds and throw it away. So a 3-and-out here to start this second half, and Lenz had no chance.
Vikings fired up here to start the second half here at home, feeding off of this home crowd. There's not much you can do as a quarterback against immediate pressure. Right off the left side, O'Brien on that left side, not getting the job done there that time. Flush to his right, nothing to do. 3-and-out for these Ledgers.
You know, as we go through this night, you got the crisp air rolling in. I smell a campfire somewhere around here.
Across the street, right?
It is football weather, man. I tell you,
you can't beat it, Jordan.
It's almost like we're down in Lamira with Ring of Fire playing. you know the drill. Yeah. So it's going to be Ben Baker to punt it here on 4th down and 10 as the Ledgers don't pick up a single yard to start the second half, and it's going to be a chance here for Gannon Schwartz. Polish out in front, gets the lead block, but then
nice
run
tackle
right through him. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of a play from Jack McGuire. He just dispatched Polish and then dropped Schwartz.
Fights through the block, one-on-one tackle with Gannon Schwartz, very hard thing to do. During our break, during the first half, Schwartz, play after play after play, running through defenders, not there. Low man one, and that was Jack McGuire. Nice tackle by that Ledger.
You know, I mentioned Jack McGuire during the halftime. He only carried it twice, had 28 yards, really was only on the field a couple of times offensively in that first half. Be interested. Now here's a nice play on special teams.
Yep.
He might have earned himself some more snaps here down the stretch.
Electric with the ball in his hands. Nice sound tackle there. Had a couple snaps on defense earlier. He's making the most of his opportunities.
2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and a running back for Gannon Schwartz. On the first play from scrimmage coming from their own 35. Once again, misdirection going to Polish. We saw this in the first half, and a similar result here as Polish picks up 4, 2nd and 6.
Nice tackle there by the Ledger, who did bring him down. Came in high, didn't matter, ripped him down. Good pickup on first. Brings up 2nd and about 6. You like to see that little wrinkle once again. Misdirection on the jet sweep. Right back over to the right side with the back.
Miller involved on that tackle. I'm not sure if he was the first one there, but we saw him and Joshua Ducks just absolutely mauling everyone from Lamira on that defensive side last week. 2nd down and 6 for the Vikings. High snap to Schwartz. He takes it in, gets around the right edge, and somehow just to get 4.5 or 5 there, they're going to say 3rd down and 2. That's just the word slippery just almost isn't even strong enough for that kind of run.
Yeah, Schwartz eludes the first man, then throws a wicked stiff arm at Zane Wilson to keep on fighting for yardage. Short 3rd and 1 for Schwartz, and he did everything he could to earn it. Quickly to the line they go.
And we saw the physicality of Wilson. It's not like, that's a physical player that Schwartz just put a stiff arm into. 3 lead blockers for Gannon Schwartz, and he's easily going to have the first down. And Ben Baker able to bring Gannon Schwartz down in Ledger territory at the 45, a pickup of 11.
Baker brings him down, but not without the authority from Gannon Schwartz. Running through Baker, falling with him to the ground. Schwartz bringing the physicality here in the second half, having a nice start after a great defensive 3-and-out against the Ledgers.
For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Your first move is to call Addison Jones.
Same formation.
First down Vikings, and they're going to run back behind those 3 lead blockers. Not as much room here for Gannon Schwartz, and Schwartz will pick up about 2, 2nd and 8.
Went with that same formation, 3 lead blockers looking to call the same play. Not the same result. Short gain on first down. Schwartz, he's got to be getting gassed. He's carrying this team on this drive.
I remember talking to him after that playoff win, and it was very emotional. Obviously, it was an emotional night for the Vikings to get that win. But I just remember him walking off that field and looking like, man, that better get that guy the cryo chamber for the week, Just left everything out on the field. That was the definition of that last year. Wiedmeyer goes in motion. And again, nice little misdirection. Wiedmeyer comes back around the right side, steps through a tackle, and Wiedmeyer's going to be inside the 35, down near the 30. And that is a tough run from Wiedmeyer to pick up another first down, give him 13 yards on the pickup.
Such an effective spin move from Wiedmeyer, thwarts Jackson Ducks, Joshua Ducks throws him right off, whipped to the ground, keeps on running out of bounds. How about this drive from the WLA Vikings, really bringing the physicality and stepping up to the plate in this ball game?
First down and 10 from the Ledger 30-yard line. Parker Mullenbach checks in for the first time tonight. One tight end, along with a couple of receivers over to Gannon Schwartz's left, and Schwartz does a nice job to pick this up, and he's going to throw it away. Schwartz just saved the offense 15 yards with his ability to pick that up. A little risky, but rather than just falling on it, he's able to pick it up, compose himself, get outside the pocket, throw it away.
Vikings have had a few hold-your-breath moments here in this one. Muff punt earlier in the night. Schwartz jumps on that one. This one, low snap, under between his legs, gets back to it, able to get it away. I mean, a great heads-up play, like you said, to throw it out of play, out of bounds. Make this 2nd and 10 rather than 2nd and about 20. They're really going to lose a ton of yardage there. Keep in mind, too, we are nearing Gannon Schwartz field goal range.
First possession here of the second half for the Vikings. This is the 7th snap of this possession. Schwartz on the play action, looking for Wild. He had him, and he was under all sorts of pressure, and a miscommunication there, I think, between the two, but just a little too tall, and that takes some doing to the 6'4", 6'5" Caleb Wild.
The Vikings had, if not a touchdown, a huge first down in the red zone to Caleb Wild, wide open. You kind of could feel the thought process of Gannon Schwartz right there. He looked up. His eyes must have flashed wide open, seeing his tight end, big tight end there, middle of the field, wide open. Couldn't get it to him. Missed opportunity there for the Vikings.
Talked about that play concept with Springs. Wild starts to block, then releases, and he had all sorts of space. Here's a pitch to Frankie Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer left side, cuts upfield, once again running through tackles, and this time he picks up about 4, got hit after about 1, and just drives forward. We've seen angry runs from the Vikings today, but it's going to lead to a 4th down and about 6.
You got that right there. Bring in the intensity, and we knew they had to against a tough opponent like St. Mary Springs. 4th down and 6 from the 26. Gannon Schwartz already with a field goal here tonight. We said that one probably good from 40, 45. It was that good of a kick earlier. Does he go for it again? No, I don't think so.
They didn't bring out the tee. So.
Yeah, going to go for it here. Big play call, big opportunity here for the Vikings.
Yeah, circle this one for perhaps either team. 4th down and 6. Man comes in motion. It's Wiedmeyer once again. The pitch. Gannon Schwartz has to make a couple of guys miss. He makes the first man miss. Cannot make the second guy miss. And Ben Baker runs him out on the far sideline, about 2 yards short. Turn it over to the Ledgers. A big stop for Springs.
Extremely well read by this Ledgers defense. Man in motion. Matthew Miller was not fooled at all. Immediate pressure onto Gannon Schwartz. Had to break outside. Ben Baker with the speed to keep any points off the board for the Vikings. Huge defensive stand for the Ledgers. And now Xander Lenz, Will Stellmacher, this Ledgers offense got to give a big thank you to the defense. Make it worth it. Find something here on offense.
Needed 6. They got about 4. And now Ledger football at their own 23-yard line. Circle that play as potentially a play of the game or a turning point. Now a snap aborted on the ground, and careful there as Stellmacher able to dive on top of it. But a missed exchange. I'm not sure Xander Lenz ever caught that in the backfield, but if he did, then it was on the exchange to Stellmacher. They lost 2.
Couldn't quite see how the snap was. Even so, mishandled heads-up play again from Stellmacher, but another negative play on offense for the Ledgers. They've come out a little flat here on the offensive side halfway through the third quarter. Find themselves behind the sticks yet again.
4 offensive plays for negative 2 yards to start this second half, to your point. Lenz in the shotgun sends Ben Baker in motion. Give to Stellmacher, and it's going to be a keeper. I'll tell you what, that was a great fake. And Stellmacher sold it so exceptionally well down the middle, and Xander Lenz takes it. We'll check the spot, but it looks like it's about 25 yards on the rush for Xander Lenz. Make it 23.
How about that play design? play action, read option, a fake option to Stellmacher back the other way. And guess who's in motion behind him? Ben Baker. He could have lateraled it back to Ben Baker, giving himself another chance to keep that play going. Nonetheless, huge offensive call. Xander Lenz getting it done with his legs. Well done to the junior.
Out at the 45, once again a pickup of 23. They're going to go back to Stellmacher, who hurdles a guy in the backfield. And Stellmacher absolutely dumps a Viking in the secondary. Didn't see the number back there. It was Sam Polish. He lost his lid, too.
Got a ledger down.
And we got an injury. So we're going to take a timeout here, catch our breath here, as we've had pretty rapid pace in this second half, first portion of it. 5:32 to go in the third quarter. It's 3-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Back after this.
Upgrade now and get more Buick for your buck at Holiday. Like this Buick Envista Preferred Lease, now at $299 per month. Or lock-in rates as low as 0.9% or other great offers on Buick favorites while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
O'Brien.
Back here, Ephraim O'Brien helped off the field pretty much under his own power. Hopefully we see him return a little bit later on left tackle, as you mentioned, for the Ledgers. And pickup of 8 on first down, so 31 yards on the last 2 plays for the Ledgers to get into Viking territory. Sets up a 2nd down and 2. Entire playbook open here.
Watch the injury, though. New left tackle there. Encroachment. That's huge. New set of downs.
Yeah, and for Mullenbach there, I guess the added insult to injury there is that's the new left tackle you're going against. Mm-hmm. If ever you don't need the extra maybe start, maybe that would be when.
Yeah, and that's Bentley Coots at left tackle, the team's kicker. And he does that job very well.
Sure does. 6'1", 190 pounds. So roughly giving up about 25 pounds from Ephraim O'Brien, just based on what's listed on the program. Another bad snap, and Xander Lenz, all he can do is dive on it, and another loss of a yard and a half, call it 2, as 2 bad snaps here on this possession alone, and we've only seen 4 plays.
And that's not something we've seen all game long from the Ledger center. It's just been this drive here having some trouble, but like you said, it's getting colder, getting a little more dewy. The grass is getting wetter. Ball's going to get more slippery.
Just swap the ball out.
Yep. 2nd and 11, loss of a yard there. We talked about a new left tackle, and he has not been anywhere near the blame for the last 2 plays.
Here's Lenz, misdirection once again. Jack McGuire. McGuire runs hard, and he's got pickup of about 9. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
If the Ledgers can keep this up, they've got a fantastic even 1-2 punch.
Yep.
Stellmacher, he's going to fight for those yards. He's the bulldozer. You give it to McGuire. He's got that great burst. He's nearing, 30 yards on the night, averaging about 10 yards a carry. Having a great night.
37 yards on 3 carries, so 12 yards a tote for Jack McGuire, and he's stays in there on 3rd down and 3. Xander Lenz keeps it here, has an option play, going to keep it, and Lenz has a ton of space. He could be gone towards the corner of the end zone. Is he in? No, stepped out at about the 1-yard line for the Ledgers. Xander Lenz took it 34 yards into the red zone, nearly scored.
Xander Lenz showing the burst. He's got great speed around the edge there on the read option. Fantastic hustle from the safety, the back defensive back there for the Vikings to get there, make the tackle before the touchdown is scored. Xander Lenz, got to tip your cap to that young man. Fantastic run on the read option. Gannon Schwartz, Xander Lenz, not finding a lot of success with the air, but on the ground, they're on fire.
They pull it back to the 2-yard line, so 1st and goal from the 2. Lenz sets his offensive line to give to Will Stellmacher. That is Stellmacher's specialty, and he doesn't hardly get touched running his way into the end zone. Will Stellmacher with the score.
Lifted by Beckett Longley as the Ledgers lift themselves to the lead. Christian Flores lost his hat rolling down the field there. What a run, Will Stellmacher. Fantastic drive from the Ledgers to capitalize on some opportunities. Remember, back on their own side of the 50, 2nd and 11. Xander Lenz burst one for a first down, and these Ledgers never looked back, looking for the 10-3 lead here with 3:32 to play in the third.
Scoring drive of 7 plays and 77 yards for the Ledgers. And they actually had to go 79 because the opening snap of the drive went 2 yards backwards. Here is Bentley Coots, and he remains perfect on the season from the extra points. Let's take a timeout. It's 10-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. You're watching Ledgers Vikings football on Radio Plus.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
We're back here at Viking Field. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 3:32 to go in the third quarter. And we talked about how sloppy Springs looked to start this second half. Well, right after we say that, they go 6 plays essentially for 79 yards. Here comes a nice return from the Viking senior Sam Polish once again. Polish out to the 31-yard line where the Vikings will start their next drive.
Sam Polish with another great kick return. He's found some great success here on the near sideline. He's done it twice now to about that mark, right around the 30-yard line. Great starting field position here for these Vikings. Need a response after that great Ledgers drive.
So for the Vikings, you start with that 3-and-out. You get a couple of big runs from Gannon Schwartz. You're down into Ledger territory. Turn it over on downs, and then Springs goes on the scoring drive. Gut check time a little bit. It's still early, plenty of time left. But
that's a huge turning point in this game. You're almost wishing that these Vikings went for the field goal. Nonetheless, they got an opportunity here to get back in it.
Here is a throw. Nice play designed for the Vikings out to that far side. Another broken tackle. Mean running that time from Nolan Dragolovich. And a pickup of 9 yards. Well, they stopped the clock. I'm not sure why they stopped the clock. It looked like he was well short of the first down. And so, they are going to mark it short. So it's going to be 2nd down and 1. So a little premature on the stoppage of the clock.
And Dragolovich had a blocker out there in front of him doing a great job. I think he had 2 hats on one there. Throwing some great blocks, had some space, broke that one tackle to find the outside. Ledger's defense does swarm to the ball, though, bringing up 2nd and short.
In this short yardage situation, although it's been 3rd down in this short yardage situation, we've seen the Vikings go with that 3 fullback formation. Not this time. Here's Gannon Schwartz going to try to pass on the near side. That's tipped. And Joey Kuhn, I tell you what, if he had a little better footing, he might be running the other way with that one.
Joey Kuhn nearly got the interception there off the tip pass. And look at this philosophy change coming from Gannon Schwartz and this offense. 2 pass plays back-to-back. And talk about the hands from Schwartz, too. High snap, rifled up towards over his head, snags it, brings it down, delivers a nice pass, a little high. But, again, look at this 3-lead blocker formation.
Schwartz gets the ball. Good push from the Ledgers, but Schwartz still able to pick up the first down. Needed about half a yard. He picked up 2.
Forward progress does move the sticks, though he did get pushed back. They bring out that power play to the right side yet again. Gannon Schwartz lowering the shoulder. You can't not negate this kind of performance he's giving and the effort he's giving. Like this, the playoff game a season ago, he gave it everything. He knows what kind of challenge this is. He knows what it would mean to be 2-3 and get a win in the Flyweight Conference. He's bringing it.
2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Schwartz with a couple of tight ends, 2 receivers, and a running back. Here goes Frankie Wiedmeyer again. We've seen this concept a lot. Wiedmeyer going to go back to the right on the misdirection, follow Polish as a lead blocker, and Frankie Wiedmeyer picks up 5.
Frankie Wiedmeyer just carried a man with him for about 3 yards. Joshua Ducks just went for a ride. Strength on display there for Wiedemeyer. Second and manageable. Another high snap from the center towards Gannon Schwartz. He's handling it okay, but we can't go too high. He did have one go a little low earlier in this game.
And just, Joshua Ducks, we saw him absolutely lay out a couple of Lions last week.
Oh, gosh, he's a great player.
Just to tell you about the ferociousness that Wiedemeyer is running with, because that's not the first time that's happened today.
Right,
false start, yeah.
Yeah. Little messy there. 2nd and 6, going to bring this one back to 2nd and 11. You can't have that right now if you're the Vikings.
Obviously we had the microphones on the officials last week. That was awesome. But don't have them tonight. I'm not sure what number they got there, but, they do ask Orville Bloom to do a ton of pulling.
Yeah.
And sometimes he's pulling from a tackle position sometimes, and that's a long way to go, and sometimes you feel maybe you got to get a head start. But
yeah, one of the great players on that Vikings team playing both ways there at right tackle. And he's at that left tackle.
He's had a great night tonight.
Excuse me, right guard. I found him. Don't worry.
Well, he does move around on occasion, too.
Yeah.
Here's a misdirection from Gannon Schwartz, and Schwartz gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Somehow finds a way to get about half a yard or a yard on the play, and the Vikings have to be content with that because that probably should have been blown up in the backfield.
Oh, you got it. That was the best pass rush rep we've seen from this collective defensive line of the Ledgers. Got back there very quickly. Couldn't tell if it was a QB draw or if it was a pass play. Immediately, eyes were down from Gannon Schwartz because that pass rush got home in a flash.
So 3rd down and 9 for the Vikings, and it's a long 9. They're going to just about have to get all of 10 here to pick up the first down as we tick under half a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the near side, a couple of tight ends, and the fake to Polish. Gannon Schwartz spins out to the near side, has a man over the middle. He throws it. He did not see number 45, Nicholas Woodrow. He had no idea he was there. I'll tell you what, he saw, I think it was Brenner, either Adrian Brenner or Nolan Dragolovich, and he had no idea. He just missed him.
Fake pitch to the left, design rollout back to the right. Gannon Schwartz doesn't see the sophomore Nicholas Woodrow right there in front of him. Throws it right to him, Woodrow. One of the easiest picks he's going to have in his entire football career. How about the sophomore going out there, one of the biggest flyway matchups of this season up to this point, and making the play. Congratulations, Nick Woodrow, on that one.
The plus 43-yard line will be where Springs starts this one. And Stellmacher picks up just a pair.
Stellmacher has the opportunity here as the 3rd quarter expires to go up by 2 scores. Put this game away here at the start of the 4th quarter. Ride the defense towards the end. The Ledgers could be on their way to another victory.
We head to the 4th here on Radio Plus. 10-3 the lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard for the Ledgers. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more when we return on Radio Plus.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
We start the 4th quarter here from Viking Field with a 10-3 Ledger lead, and Springs football at the WLA 43-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Here's a misdirection play, this time getting the ball to Jackson Sobel. First touch for Jackson Sobel. Now he's the 2nd leading receiver in the third leading receiver in the Flyway Conference. I believe that's got my notes straightened out there. And we've seen a lot from him so far this season, but just not really baked into the game plan so far tonight.
He's a fantastic player. Got a little close to Xander Lenz on the handoff there. Kind of collided with each other, slowed down his momentum. And the Vikings do a nice job of swarming to him quickly, bringing up 3rd and long. This is a big play, Jordan.
Big chance for the Vikings to potentially get off the field here.
Blitz.
We'll see.
They beat it.
Yeah, they ran right past Will Stellmacher. You called it.
Wow.
That was a blitz, and Spencer Lair, I think he was just shocked at how unblocked he was, and Stellmacher ran right past him.
He picked the A-gap on the left side. Stellmacher said, I'll go in the other A-gap, and he took it for a gain of 8. That's a first down. Fantastic vision on display from Will Stellmacher. That's just what he does. Leads this team in rushing, puts the team on his back on a huge 3rd down, keeps the drive going.
So the ball sits now at the 32-yard line of the Vikings. Lenz sets his line. Here comes Ben Baker in motion. Same carry for Xander Lenz around the near side. And a flag comes in late. If that's a hold, that is a long way to throw a holding flag for. We'll see what the call is from the
Couldn't quite tell. Maybe got a hand up there in the face mask on the tackle. Ledgers, though, finding success on the read option. They try to go back to that play call. Here is the call. Yep.
Face mask on the Vikings. So another 5-yard face mask. That's the second one on WLA.
Remains first down.
Well, it should be after the run, right? Yeah, so second.
Okay, he put up the 1, so I assumed it was first.
Yeah, I saw him flip that around, I was going to say, on that far side. So it was a pickup of 1.
Yeah.
For Lenz, and then the face mask, which was not actually on Lenz. It was off of the ball. Thrown by the back judge. Here is Stellmacher. Stellmacher is going to pick up another first down. Moving the chains are moving into your dream home. Addison Jones gets you there. Needed 4. He got 5.
That was supposed to be a shotgun snap to Xander Lenz. Handoff to Stellmacher. Goes a little to the right. Almost a direct snap to Stellmacher. Lenz got his hands out of there. Thankfully, Lenz able to grab it, take it for the first heads-up play by Will.
So the ball just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line for the Ledgers as they knock on the door of perhaps their second half touchdown. This is another low snap.
Whoa.
3rd time in the second half we've seen the ball sitting on the ground. And Stellmacher able to make something out of it. We got a flag on the far side.
Xander Lenz got rid of that ball in a hurry. A really fast pitch to Stellmacher after he was able to handle it. Both these teams, both centers, having some struggles, some low snaps, some high snaps. Hasn't hurt any side of the ball yet. Both quarterbacks have been johnnying the spot every time.
Motion of illegal, or the indication was an illegal motion, but they're going to pick it up. So after a discussion with the near side line judge, the far side official picks up his flag, but as soon as he threw it, he was signaling for an illegal motion on Springs. So pick that up. 9:42 to play in the ball game. A 7-point lead for Springs. They have the ball 2nd down and 7 from the WLA 18.
Bentley Coots field goal range. Either way, on this drive, you're looking for points. Chance at another set of downs from the 1. Ledgers, this drive could be the gut punch that closes this game. They're eating at the clock, driving down the field, run after run, controlling the line of scrimmage.
Now they're going to have a discussion. I think this discussion is, did you feel like he got to the 10-yard line? Is this 1st and 10 or 1st and goal? I think that's the discussion they're having right now.
It does make a huge difference.
It's 4th down.
Wow, they call him short.
Oh, how can you move the sticks and then pull it back? That's my question there, Frankie.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate mishap.
I mean, once you move the sticks, how do you bring that back? Because how do you measure it now?
Officials disagree.
And I think Coach Wilderman has an excellent point here. He takes his head obviously vehemently.
Oh, he's livid.
Oh, and Coach Highland over there has got to be careful too, because he was out of the box there as an assistant coach, and look, Coach Highland. We all know Coach Highland is Coach Highland. I'm gonna walk on I'm going to walk around this carefully here.
This has been his team for so long.
It's Coach Hyland, I understood, but an assistant coach should not be out of the box.
Bob Hyland, absolute legend. Absolute legend.
That's the fact of the matter, okay? I'm just going to say that. And Springs got lucky they didn't lose 15 yards on that.
Bentley Coots, you would have to think attempting the field goal to go up 2 scores.
Yeah, they brought in Zane Wilson to hold. So here you go. You're going to have this set down at about the 17-yard line. So let's call it a 27-yarder here to make this a 2-possession game for the ever-trustworthy Bentley Coots. This one looks like it's pulled, but there is a flag.
Oh, this could be big. This could be a huge call. Oh, it's on the Vikings.
They're pointing the WLA direction. A personal foul. It must have been against the center.
An unfortunate break there. These Vikings players just trying to do everything they can to block that kick and stay in this game. You can't knock the effort. An unfortunate flag continues this drive. And in a game that seems like it's nearing out of reach, it just got a little more grim.
Yeah, again, we don't get explanations up here. No one hit Bentley Coots, so that was not a personal foul on him, so it had to have been on the center. And so neither coaching staff too particularly happy with the officials right now, but Springs probably feels this is where it should have been anyways.
It's been an interesting scenario, that's for sure, these last couple minutes.
So a 15-yard penalty. And then
first and goal to go from the 4.
Trying to make sure they got the spot down correctly. It's at the 4. Apologies. It's always kind of hard for us to work through those when we don't get the information from the officials. Here's the snap to give to Stellmacher, and Stellmacher is driven down short of the goal line. About a pickup of 1 we'll give him.
He was fighting, too, to get there. Ledgers go a little bit of a different lineup there on the offensive line. Christian Flores lined up in the backfield on that one to be the lead blocker there on that carry. Got close. Nothing doing, though. Another down here for this Vikings D.
You know, the other thing about that penalty that is costly for WLA is all the time that's going to come off here, regardless of the outcome here for Springs.
Same formation, Flores in the backfield again.
Here once again is Will Stellmacher, and he's short once again. Good job by the Vikings defense, standing tough so far, but now he's down to the 1.
Following Flores, lead blocker. That time, instead of across the formation, they go right up the middle, the A-gap on the right side. If I'm the Ledgers, it's the exact same play call.
Got to be.
Flores just absolutely opened up a huge hole on the right side. Let him do it again. Punch this in. Go up 16-3.
If you want to, you could do this a couple more times.
Yeah, you got 2 more tries,
You got 2 more downs inside the 1 if you want them. So Xander Lenz in the shotgun. Stellmacher beside him to give to Stellmacher. Stellmacher into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. The second touchdown in as many possessions. And the Ledgers lead it 16-3.
Pulling this one out of reach, dominating the ground. Not the offense of old, but such a talented defense, stifling defense. Lets the offense do their job when they need to. And Jordan, that almost just felt like the tush push. Flores was just gauging absolute huge gap in that offensive line, rather the defensive line. Gives Stellmacher the score.
So a big penalty on a missed Bentley Coots field goal, and he does not miss many. He's good on the extra points. 17-3 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We got to sneak in a timeout, then we'll come back. We'll talk about that drive, talk about the big penalty when we return on Radio Plus Video Sports.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Camera Casino. Do you copy?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm reporting a successful mission from our new location. This new technology is out of this world. Canon, Nikon, Sony, the best images yet. Look at all these new tripods and bags. The best selection south of the sun.
Great. When can we expect the shipment?
In about a week, as long as I don't get stranded.
For stellar products and service, visit Camera Casino at our downtown Oshkosh location.
Bentley Coots sends it deep to the Vikings. Muffed there by Sam Polish. Finally finds it. He's going to pitch it to Gannon Schwartz. Here goes Schwartz inside his own 10-yard line, and they're going to get a flag out here. I wonder if this is going to be a
Viking down.
There's a Viking
down.
writhing in pain at about the 35, and I wonder if this was a blindside hit on one of the Springs players. We'll check that. As we do, we're going to take a timeout. We're going to step aside as we have an injury out there. We'll come back after they have the injured player up and off the field. Back after this. Stay with us.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce or relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Back here at Viking Field, I got to be honest, I have no idea what they called on the Vikings here, but they are marching them. And by the way, we haven't gotten an announcement from the PA. I've never seen the hand signal that was given by our white cap official. And I've covered a lot of football, and I'm not going to claim to see as many games as Bob Hyland's seen in my life, but I've never seen what the hand gesture he just made. So
Dragolovich was the injured player, got up under the help of some teammates on the sideline now.
Ball at their own 7 for the Vikings. Going to throw it back. Misdirection is wide open. We'll see how long this one goes for here for the Vikings as they got a man down. It's Sam Polish, and Polish is dragging Kale Krusik down to the 28-yard line from their own 7.
How about that? A wake-up play from Gannon Schwartz in this offense. They pull out the play-action pass. Polish is there, wide open on the right side. Had a man blocking for him downfield. Directs him to cut back up towards the middle. He does. More yardage inside the 30 of the Ledgers. How about this?
They're going to call 65 yards on the pickup from Gannon Schwartz on the throwback.
We've seen some questionable calls here as of late here in the last few moments. We come back, and Gannon Schwartz been cooking that up. How about that play?
Trio of wide receivers to the near side. They're going to have a double move, send it down deep. It's Wiedmeyer down at the goal line. He makes the catch just short of the end zone. Frankie Wiedmeyer goes up high and brings down the football.
Unbelievable high point ability put on display by Frankie Wiedmeyer. He's done it on the jet sweep. He's done it on defense with tackles for a loss. And now he goes up, mosses a player, gets this ball down near the goal line, and the Vikings will not go out quietly at the goal line. 3 lead blockers. Here we go, Jordan.
The Vikings got the Ledgers in all sorts of trouble here. Schwartz up the middle. Schwartz into the end zone. 3 yards, 93 yards. 3 plays, 93 yards, and a touchdown for the Vikings.
An unbelievable answer from Gannon Schwartz. They get backed up after the kick return. They lose Dragolovich to an injury. He's on the sideline getting analyzed now. And then Gannon Schwartz, 60 yards through the air, 30 more yards through the air, and a 2-yard carry into the end zone. How about that? Gannon Schwartz bringing this team back in one-possession game if they can nail this extra point.
63 yards to Polish, make it 64 yards to Polish, 27 to Wiedmeyer, 2 on the ground for Gannon Schwartz on that drive, and now he's going to try to hit the extra point and make it a 7-point game.
How about that? Quarterback takes it into the end zone on the run after the huge pass, and now it's on his shoulders again to make this a 7-point game.
Kick is up. Kick is good. I hope you didn't turn the channel. The Vikings clawing their way back in. They needed a quick score. They got it. 5:21 to play. 17-10 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We're back after this on RP Video Sports.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones making sense of investing. 93 yards in 3 plays.
We got a game, Jordan. The Ledgers move down the field, slow, methodical, eat up the entire third quarter, the start of the fourth quarter, down to 7 minutes. And then Gannon Schwartz pulls the rabbit out of the hat, down the field in 3 plays. A touchdown is the difference. WLA looking to stop the run and get the ball back to their star quarterback.
Springs lining up as if WLA might try an onside kick. WLA goes into a little bit more of a normal formation, and this one is sent deep into the night sky and fielded by Zane Wilson. He ends up in his own end zone, and he's going to make a couple of moves out to the near side and end up at the 25-yard line. This drive.
WLA is not going to complain about that. Get them behind the sticks here early, 10 yards behind the sticks. 1st and 20 is no easy feat to convert.
Ball sits at the 14-yard line of the Ledgers. Xander Lenz with a tight end, 3 receivers, and his trusty Will Stelmacher, running back Will Stelmacher, and Lenz slips as he tries to cut forward, so 2nd down and 20. See how big that penalty could end up being to put the Ledgers behind the line of scrimmage here.
And Lenz smartly goes down to fight for another play. That defense, the WLA, really stretched out nicely to the right side. Another option play with the pitch to Stelmacher behind him. Nothing there doing. Goes down. 2nd and 19, 4:30. Clock continuing to roll. You know these Ledgers are going to take up as much time as they can. But Schwartz through the air is on fire now, so you don't want to give it back to him.
3 receivers out there, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Xander Lenz. That time Spencer Lair timed the snap count well, but once again he ended up flying right past Will Stelmacher. And they're going to stop the clock there as a timeout comes from WLA. Their first timeout with 4:14 left. Seems like a pretty good idea from Coach Lair. We'll take it with them and come back after this. It's a 7-point Springs lead on Radio Plus.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Back here at Viking Field, a 3rd down and 15 upcoming after a 5-yard pickup from Will Stelmacher and 2nd down. And this is a big play for the Vikings. You just used one of your timeouts. You have to find a way to hold them short on 3rd down and 15.
And that's a fantastic timeout called there from Kevin Lair, the head coach of the Vikings. Give your as much time as you can to Gannon Schwartz. Leave the playbook completely open with 4 minutes to play. Here we go.
Xander Lenz The give on the
Outside,
misdirection.
outside.
There's some room for Jackson Sobel, and he's going to get cut down. Nice play over there on the far side. I think that was Wiedmeyer in the secondary who cut him down. 22 for the Vikings. That is actually Owen Elke from his cornerback spot. Owen Elke's had a couple of really nice games for the Vikings. Didn't play a whole lot early, but in the last couple of games, he's got 3 turnovers for the Vikings, including a pick-6 last game. But still, pickup of about 11 for Jackson Sobel. It's 4th down and 4.
Going to have to punt it from inside their own 35. It was a really great play design. Sobel almost got there, had the defense fooled. But Ben Baker going to have to punt this one away. 3:30 and counting. About 3:15 going to be on the clock for Gannon Schwartz and the Vikings.
When he got around that edge, you weren't sure. You were not sure with Jackson Sobel and his ability to break tackles for sure. Here's the punt from Ben Baker. It's going to go to Gannon Schwartz.
Oh, boy.
He catches at the 37. He's got a lot of space to the near side. He's going to be into Viking territory, Ledger territory, and he's going to be out at the 40-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will take over for this possession, potentially to tie the game.
Fantastic starting field position. Ben Baker punts it right to Gannon Schwartz. Down the near sideline he comes. Right at the 40, they mark him. He's going to have 3:12 to go tie this game with his Vikings offense. Ledger's defense, this is going to be the biggest defensive drive thus far this season.
You know, it's easy to say don't kick it to Gannon Schwartz, but we got this wind ripping right into our faces.
Right at us.
And I think it's so hard. We saw Schwartz kick one out of bounds almost sideways to start the game.
Yeah.
I think it's just really difficult for these punters. 3 receivers to the top of the field, a tight end for Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz straight up the middle. QB draw. He's got a ton of space.
Schwartz.
He's got to make one guy miss. And for the Ledger's sake, thank goodness it was Ben Baker. I think he used either the horse collar or I think that's a good shout. I think it's horse collar. But it'll be a 5-yard penalty, I do believe. Well, it depends.
Ben Baker was fighting a mean stiff arm from a surging Schwartz.
That was a pickup of 17 before the play. And a
Dragolovich back down to the sideline again.
Yeah. That almost looked like I won't make any comments about it. So it's 22 yards on the pickup, 17 on the rush from Schwartz, and 5 on the face mask from Baker. So they're down at the 18, and just like that, one play they're in the red zone.
But you don't want to score too fast. Sander Lenz and this offense have shown they can do it on the ground. Take a little more time, Schwartz. Take some time.
Got to score, though.
At the end of the day. Yep, you're right, Jordan. You're right.
That's operative 1A, right?
Yep.
Schwartz with 3 receivers to the far side.
Same play.
And he's going to go with the
draw
up the right side. Schwartz!
Oh,
my! A couple of tackles. He's down at the 1. Schwartz took it 17 yards. Another first down. He has 34 yards rushing on 2 plays.
Schwartz is putting the team on his back, coming to life in the fourth quarter through the air. He's been doing it all day on the ground. Jordan, I guarantee you we see 3 lead blockers here on the right side.
Doing some quick math in my head, he has 127 yards of offense in the last 5 plays.
Wow. Yep, there it is. They know what's happening here.
2:35 to play. The Vikings have to score. Schwartz is going to let this one tick all the way down until he sees the hand go up from the official. There it is. Schwartz in the shotgun, takes the snap, goes right side, dives forward, touchdown Vikings.
And the student section here at WLA is elated. Flags fly. I should say the team flags on the sideline. No yellow laundry on the field. 2:22 left to play. How about this fourth quarter from Gannon Schwartz?
In the last 6 plays, 128 yards and 2 touchdowns he's accounted for.
Unbelievable. Gannon Schwartz, he remembers what victory felt like, what it tastes like in the playoffs a year ago. He says, hey, I think I can do that again. Why not? Tie game coming up here if Gannon Schwartz can drill this extra point.
37 yards rushing for Schwartz, 90 passing in the last 6 plays, as I mentioned. Big extra point here for Gannon Schwartz. Good snap, good hold. Field goal is up, and it's good. We are tied at Viking Field. Don't scratch your eyes. What you see is what is happening here. 17 apiece. And we're back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Are you kidding me, Frankie Bright?
Wow.
What have we just witnessed? We see Springs go up 17-3. We're kind of looking at each other. WLA kept it close.
Yep.
Was it going to be a replete? I guess not.
And then Gannon Schwartz happened. I mean, he's had a consistent game all night long, but really coming into his own, into the player we know he is here in the fourth quarter. I mean, he's got a third of his rushing yards this season, a third of what he's had so far. He's added to that tonight.
I'll have to get some full statistics, but some, kind of quick math in my head says over 300 total yards for Gannon Schwartz tonight. But again, don't quote me on that just yet. Here's a return from Springs, and one tackle away, and that was number 1 Cooper Schwalbe, who took down Joey Kuhn. Otherwise, Kuhn had designs of untying this thing.
I don't want to say a touchdown-saving tackle, but saved an even bigger return there from Schwalbe. Great tackle. 216 rather. What do you got, Xander Lenz? Been quiet through the air here tonight. They've managed this game on the ground. They're going to need an explosive drive.
Lenz, Stellmacher, Baker, and company. You have the floor. Here is Xander Lenz. They're going to try a throwback. They're going to get the ball to Jackson Sobel. Sobel makes a couple of guys miss. Stiff arms the man. He's got the sideline. Jackson Sobel is gone. It's a touchdown for the Ledgers.
Oh, my. One-play drive. Jackson Sobel, the junior. And you see Beckett Longley trotting down the field to join his team. He had his arms up, touchdown 5 seconds before Sobel even scored.
We saw a 63-yard pass from Gannon Schwartz to Sam Polish, 63 yards to the house from Xander Lenz to Jackson Sobel.
And I'll tell you what, I learned this last year. That's one of the Ledger's favorite screen passes. Normally, Ben Baker is on the receiving end of that. Tonight, Jackson Sobel, and the job is done on that drive. They take it for 6. Gannon Schwartz, young man, you're going to have to do it again.
Bentley Coots for the extra point. That's up. That is good. And it's 24-17. 2 minutes with which to work, which is an eternity, it seems like, for Gannon Schwartz. We're going to take a timeout. We will return after this on RP Video Sports.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
So Bentley Kuntz getting ready to send this deep. 24-17 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Polish and Schwartz back to return. Last time Polish caught it and flipped it to Gannon Schwartz. Now they're going to switch at the last second, and so they kind of tricked him into kicking it to Schwartz here. Schwartz muffs it. I'm not sure that's really going to make that much of a difference. Schwartz makes a couple of men miss and then dives forward out to the 23-yard line is where we'll call it for the next WLA possession with $1:56 to go.
I'll tell you what, the mental game is going to be the biggest factor right now for these Vikings. They just did all this work to tie this game up at 17, and like that, the Ledgers steal it right back after a touchdown. What is the mental integrity of Gannon Schwartz and this offense? Do they have it in them to do it again?
It's always that. We see it a lot in basketball, right? A big comeback, a big run, and you get all the way back, and then timeout, and then what? Do you still got anything left in the tank after the run? And WLA, down 14, they come all the way back, and a sucker punch from Jackson Sobel. Here is Gannon Schwartz, gets it near side. This is Caleb Wild. Wild able to stiff arm. That's a heck of a tackle by Zane Wilson, but a good job by Caleb Wild to dive out of bounds. Just a pickup of 3, make it 4, but Wild getting out of bounds saves WLA some time.
Wilson 160 on the tackle, Caleb Wild 210. That's a 50-pound difference, and Zane Wilson got it done.
So that takes just a couple of seconds off the clock for the Vikings. Second down and medium. Running back, 2 tight ends and 2 receivers for Gannon Schwartz.
Timeout.
And a flag comes in.
Rather.
Well, the Vikings weren't even set, so I don't, if this is, it's offsides on Springs.
They'll take that.
Well, that was a really quick flag because it almost didn't even look like the Vikings were set, but Coach Wilderman is getting after someone down there. He is not happy.
It was 10-17, WLA down, an offensive penalty holding, drove them back 10 yards. WLA gets the ball back, they score. This could be a repeat here. They get the penalty. Can they capitalize?
So second down and just 1 or 2, so a shot play could be in order here on second down and short. Schwartz goes out, and that's got to be PI, and it absolutely is. Ben Baker, and they're trying to say uncatchable, but Ben Baker lit up Wild before he could even complete his route.
It was high, but Wild got up there. He climbs the ladder. It stands 6'4". He was looking to get up there. Was he going to with Ben Baker's interference? Without the Ben Baker interference, I don't know, but you got to throw the flag on that. It was clear.
When the contact happens out there, it's a bad look to let it go.
Right.
And I'm not justifying that as being a reason for a penalty, but he hit him so early that Wild hadn't stopped running yet as well. So 15-yard penalty via the a first down via the penalty. For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Yours is to call Addison Jones. 1 minute and 43 seconds, and WLA in about 15 seconds has moved the ball almost out to midfield.
Gannon Schwartz, the pick tonight, not afraid to throw it, running it here.
Here goes Schwartz.
Wow.
And they're going to get a flag. A flag, so hold the phone here.
Schwartz, how about finishing that run straight up the gut, lowers the shoulder. Encouraging contact, but that's on the Vikings coming back.
And Mason Faust can't believe it. There was a ledger that drove Faust backwards and landed on top of him, and Faust got called for the hold. So a 10-yard penalty for the Vikings. Faust can't believe it.
That could be a backbreaker. 1st and 20.
So you take away what would have been about right around a 17-yard, 17-yard run.
Yeah.
You're talking about taking almost 30 yards away from the Vikings there.
Man.
And the clock run. Well, I'm not sure why the clock is running here. The Vikings coaches don't even understand that the clock is running. It should not be running. The previous play was a stop.
It's going to need a chunk play here in the next 2-3 plays.
Unless my understanding of the rule book is out of date, which I'm not necessarily debating. Here goes Gannon Schwartz. And Schwartz is going to pick up a large chunk of it right back.
Still pushing the pile. Now he goes down. I just said it. They're going to need a chunk play to get that yardage back. And there it is on the first one. I believe Vikings take a timeout. They should have 1 remaining.
They did take one. They did take their timeout. A pickup of 16 for Schwartz. And we're going to take the timeout with them. And when we come back, we'll have the final minute and 5 seconds on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
We return to Viking Field. Second down and long 4 or 5. With 1 minute and 5 seconds left, the Vikings have the ball at the plus 46.
And how about this fourth quarter, Jordan?
Oh.
Does it get better than this? We've seen defensive football. We've seen offensive explosions. It's just been that kind of game.
It feels like a lifetime ago that Will Stellmacher plunged into that end zone and made it a 17-3 ball game.
And you can't deny it. Does it not feel like a playoff atmosphere out here?
It sure does. In this fourth quarter, we've seen 28 points scored. Vikings came back from a 14-point deficit, and then Springs hit him with a 63-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Sobel. Here's Gannon Schwartz.
Draw
in
again.
the backfield. Here's Schwartz. First down for the Vikings.
Flag.
And a late flag comes in.
Schwartz took a hard fall to the deck. Head hit the ground. He seems fine. Happy to see that. Came down hard, though, nonetheless.
The pickup was 10 for Schwartz, and now you got to navigate another piece of lawn. We have seen a ton of flags tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Personal foul
Defense.
on Springs with a face mask. And again, that was not on the ball. That was not Schwartz that got face mask.
Yeah.
That was Wild on the near side making a block and a face mask of 15.
We've seen 3 or 4 face mask calls. 15 yards variety here.
So it's down to the 19 already. The Vikings have used only half of the time that they've needed.
With a minute to play and a timeout to work with, Gannon Schwartz.
They've already gone 52 yards.
You're believing right now if you're a Vikings fan.
3 receivers to the top of the field. Schwartz takes the shotgun snap, is ridden down. That's a great play in the trenches by the Ledgers. The Vikings got to go quick. Only 1 timeout left. 50 seconds left. They're trying to get Schwartz back to his feet. He's got to be quick
45.
About this.
3 straight QB draws. Ledgers are ready for that one as they're bringing a sub on. Is that 11 or 12 men out there? I think they got 11.
The Vikings have spent a ton of time here, almost 30 seconds, and then a timeout from Coach Zach Wilderman, taken right at the last second.
It is 11 men on defense, but they were a little out of formation. Good timeout.
He was scrambling there, you could tell.
Yeah.
The Ledgers were. And a good timeout. I think we're going to keep it here and just set up this final 34 seconds here.
Oh, man.
Look, you got a couple of opportunities here to plenty of time with the ball sitting at the 17-yard line. What's going through your – put the headset on, Coach.
Oh, gosh.
Frankie.
Oh, gosh.
What are you – I mean, obviously the easy answer is Gannon Schwartz, but you do have the timeout. You can run the ball one more time probably.
They've seen some misdirection play calls, some play-action passes here in the fourth quarter that have worked to perfection. 3 straight QB draws up the middle. I think this defense maybe brings more players into the box. You know what worked for them to start this game? Attacking the perimeters with these end-arounds with Frankie Wiedmeyer. Why not return to what you started this game with? If the box is loaded, I don't see why not. Attack the edge, get out of bounds if you're not catching the corner to score. Might find yourself near the goal line after 1 or 2 of those going well. And then once you're there, 3 lead blockers, put Gannon in the end zone, tie this game up.
The last 12 plays, Schwartz has either run or thrown the ball.
Got to be gassed. But you know he's got it in him to win a game like this.
34 seconds left in the ball game. 2nd down and 8 from the 16-yard line. Here's Schwartz out to the right. He's going to run.
Bounds.
Steps out of a tackle, gets out of bounds. Good job by Schwartz to pick up some yardage, get out of bounds, preserve some time. 27 left on the clock.
And he's near the first down. I think they'll mark him a little short.
Looks like they're at about the 10. Make it the 11-yard line, and I think they got a
3rd and 2.
Yeah, got to get to the 9. So a pickup there of 6 for Gannon Schwartz.
3 lead blockers on the right side has worked for them for 2 yards 5 times tonight. Do you pull it out now? New set of downs, timeout?
Or do you wait till 4th down till you got to have it? We'll see.
Right.
2 receivers to either side, 2 tight ends and the running back. This has been a formation for them a lot of the night. Are they going to give it to the perimeter? No, it's Schwartz. Schwartz able to slither his way forward. He's inside the 5, and then the clock stops there, and Coach Lair is going to take a timeout.
That's their last one.
Last timeout for the Vikings, with 21 seconds to go. The pickup for Schwartz there was 7.
And now you got 4 plays. Goal-to-goal scenario from the 5 or 4 passes if you'd like. You maybe got time for 1 run and a quick pass. If it's not there, throw it out. 2 more tries. Gannon Schwartz, though, I'll tell you, if he takes off, he's going to have to guarantee he's got some space, either get out of bounds or get in that end zone, because that 20 seconds is going to tick away faster than you think.
You would expect Schwartz in the shotgun.
Yep.
You'd expect him to roll out and create some space, right?
Yep.
And then if he's got the ability to get there, that's the question.
I mean, it's been no question. This has been the Gannon Schwartz game for the Vikings. Ledger side of things, that entire offense has been a community approach. Lenz, some bright spots. Stellmacher with the score. Jack McGuire's been on fire. Jackson Sabel, the long touchdown pass. A lot of key contributors on that side. But it's been Schwartz. A few of his receivers getting real busy on the outside as well here today. But can he do it again for his 3rd touchdown of the quarter?
You know, if you transpose me back to Fruth Field last year, going to the north end zone was the Ledgers. Can they score? Oh, man. Here's the question now with the Vikings.
History
Schwartz
repeats itself.
coming to the near side. He's going to throw a jump ball up to Wild. Caleb Wild!
I know!
Oh, they're going to say he was out of the back of the end zone. It looked like Wild got his toe down, but he did not.
Golly, that's where you wish these officials could see instant replay, because Caleb Wild, I couldn't tell what touched first. A foot was in the end zone, but was his backside down out of bounds first? You're never going to know.
Those of you watching on YouTube can maybe go back and hit that 10-second rewind button and check.
6'4", Caleb Wild skies for it again.
What a catch.
Oh.
What hands to bring it down up there.
2nd and 5 from the 5.
Didn't take much time off the clock at all. Polish is the back, right next to Gannon Schwartz. Wiedmeyer in the slot. Here is Schwartz. Schwartz over the middle. He has Wild again through his hands.
Wild drops it. He had the touchdown to tie the game. Perfect pass from Gannon Schwartz. He's thinking, what do I got to do?
That's a tough catch outside the body, but you're right. Hit him right there. Man, I'd love to see that first down pass once again, just to see, as you mentioned, just if we could have a goal or a back of the end zone cam, a pylon cam or something like that we could have just slowed down just to see.
I think you go right here, the Vikings, one more pass. If it's not there, you'd call your best Gannon Schwartz run play.
11.6 seconds left in the game. 7-point lead for the Ledgers. Schwartz sprints out to the right. Pop pass to the end zone. Caught! Corner of the end zone. Touchdown Vikings with 6 seconds on the clock. Waiting to see a number emerge from over there. It's Frankie Wiedmeyer.
Unbelievable. Gannon Schwartz, his 3rd fourth quarter touchdown, his 2nd passing touchdown of the season. One of the easiest pop passes he's maybe thrown. I mean, it was a tight window. Wiedmeyer goes up for it, and those are the hard ones to make. The ones that look easy, the pop passes, the short passes that are gimmies, and that was no gimme. Tight window.
Look out here, Frankie. They're going for 2, and the win.
It's the lead block play, Jordan.
Oh, and the
false start.
Vikings
flinched. My.
The right guard for the Vikings flinched. And now what do you do?
Gotta
Here comes
kick.
I think they're going to kick it.
Got to kick. Schwartz calling for the win. Schwartz is calling to go for it.
Can't take a timeout, though. And they're going to start the clock right now. I think Schwartz just talked himself into it.
They're going to win.
Oh, my goodness.
They march it back 5. You got to kick this extra point.
It's at the 7.5-yard line. They're going for 2.
They were calling the same lead block, the 3 lead blockers on the right side play.
Schwartz just launched the kicking block out of there.
It's the same formation. This is unreal.
From the 7.5, with 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. 2-point conversion for the Vikings. They win it with 2 on the clock.
Oh, my goodness. They've run the 3-man lead block to the right side all game. And the wrinkle to finish it.
What did we just see, Frankie Bright? 25-24 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
WLA looking to go 2 in a row. Jordan, I got to ask, did they full start on purpose? To bring it back there and absolutely surprise these Ledgers with the play action pass?
Oh my goodness, stop it. Game of the season. I don't care what the NFL has to offer. Game of the season. Take your Patrick Mahomes and take it somewhere else. Give me Gannon Schwartz.
This was 17-3 with 7 minutes to play. And the Vikings lead 25-24 with 6 seconds left in regulation. You can't make this stuff up.
All right, well, I said the Ledgers could make me look really, really dumb here.
How about
I said the Vikings won it. There's still 6 seconds on the clock.
Gannon Schwartz coming down to the sideline, so animated, saying, hey, let's go. Let's win this game. You trusted me now at the 2. Trust me at the 7. Let's win this game.
How about, I was just going to say, how about the trust from Coach Lair?
Wow.
Didn't second guess him. Said, fine.
Unbelievable.
Here's the call. So, 6 seconds left on the clock. Is there one last twist in this rivalry game?
Joey Kuhn's back there.
Okay,
out of bounds.
Ball comes out to the 35.
We've seen Xander Lenz throw it deep. We've seen it.
Defensive coordinator Coach Jacobs from the Vikings out there right now. They got to have a special personnel package, you would assume, for this kind of moment.
If I'm the Ledgers, I am throwing the same play that scored with Jackson Sobel. That's the greatest screenplay in that playbook. Call it again. Make sure you got eyes on the clock, though, because if it's not there, go down, call that timeout, let's play again.
The Ledgers do have 2 timeouts. That's a good point.
Sobel, bottom of the screen.
So the Vikings send 3 men back. Now, it is worth noting, Nolan Dragolovich, one of their starting safeties, is out of the ball game. Here's Xander Lenz. Deep pass. This one is it caught by Garver Beekle?
Wow.
It is by Beekle.
But there's no time.
No time on the clock. The Vikings win it. And Coach Wilderman, hang on, hold the phone. He's asking for a second. We will see. Will the officials confer? Will the officials confer?
Student section's on the field, though.
The band is on the field. Yeah, hang on. Frankie Wiedmeyer is saying,
They don't know yet.
Get off the field. These officials there's 4 officials walking off. The one from the far side is going to ask for what they saw.
That was a premature celebration. The entire student section rushes the field. Everybody comes off now.
This is like the first down play. This is one that's really difficult. This is going to be the ball game.
They're gone. They're leaving the field. It's game.
The ball game is over. The Vikings have done it, and Coach Wilderman tells his team to line up, and he is furious, wondering why there wasn't more of a discussion or an explanation.
You saw number 11 on the Vikings, Braden Brilski, trying to bring the student section back onto the field. We won, guys. Come on out. It's fun. Let's go.
I will say this. That was a long play. So it is theoretically possible that 6 seconds could have come off the clock.
Very fast 6 seconds still in the grand scheme of things.
But you're right.
But to even complete it to Garver Beekle, if he gets down, timeout, they're around the 50. They would have had one more shot to give their best play. But how about that effort? That Gannon Schwartz Vikings comeback. He led this team. Great off-the-field leader. Willing the coach. Trust me, Coach Lair. They get the job done.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, your Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. We're going to go down to the field, hopefully talk to a couple of these winning Vikings down on the field. We'll also give you some statistics. Player of the game. That's going to be a tough one. Play of the game. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, folks, stick around here on Radio Plus. We're back right after this.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them
and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank. Banking made personal.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
At Burke, our mission is simple. We want to bring play that moves you to communities around the world. Our skilled team, from welders and CNC operators to illustrators and 3D designers, work together to create places where kids can explore, play, and dream. Want to be a part of something special? Visit burkecareers.com and apply today.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Welcome to the Fox Valley Saving Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Saving Bank. Frankie Bright here back at Viking Stadium. Going to send it down to Jordan King, standing by with Coach Lair and some Vikings after the huge win over the Ledgers.
Down here on the field with Coach Kevin Lair and Coach, we talked about it, not hard to get up for these kinds of games. What is difficult is figuring out what kind of team you got. In the fourth quarter, down 17-3. I mean, just take me through the roller coaster emotions of that fourth quarter.
Yeah, we got down 2 scores. 5 minutes left, and we had some plays drawn up. We ran that F wheel, and it was a big play. Kind of got the momentum going, and then we rode Gann a little bit. Then, right? He's a guy who can touch a ball and break it at any time. And we told everybody trust the process. We've been preaching that since the first week. Battled through some stuff, and they trusted the process, and here we are.
I gotta ask you, what was that conversation here after the false start? Was that Gannon twisting your arm a little bit to say, "Hey, Coach, you can still trust me with this"?
Absolutely, yeah. We were going to go for it, and then I had inclinations of going for the extra point after the false start, and he said, "Let's do it, Coach," and he did. It was great. Yep. So.
His running is one thing, but how about the composure on both the touchdown pass and the 2-point conversion? Very similar plays. The touch to get the pop pass into the end zone, and then obviously that 2-pointer was right on the money.
Yeah, he's come a long ways. When I first talked to him a summer ago about playing quarterback, he was really unsure, right? He's got the legs to run, and he's really matured into it. He's not going to go out there and throw for 250 yards and 18, but he makes it count. He knows the system, knows what to do, and he's got the touch pass, like you said. So,
2 in a row against these guys, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, no doubt. It's to beat these guys, it's special, right? And then to get 2 in a row against them, we've win on our home field, first time in a long time against Spring, so it does feel very special. Yeah.
Coach, congrats. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you.
All right, we'll let Frankie and Gannon over here. We'll let them step in real quick here. All right, Frankie, we'll start with you. The last couple of weeks, whether it be Sam, whether it be you, Caleb, you guys have dealt with a brutal amount of injuries. You guys have been dealt a tough hand here these first couple of weeks. A lot of you guys stepping up into positions that maybe you didn't think you were going to be playing or playing as much. Just talk about your approach and just how proud you are of your teammates to be able to step up. A guy like Sam probably didn't think he was going to run the ball at all this year. Had a big reception, had some big runs tonight. You had some big runs tonight. Just a total team effort is what it took, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really proud of our guys stepping into new positions. I mean, we battled with injuries, but that never stopped us, and we just looked past it. And it's next guy up mentality, and I think that our guys have done a great job so far.
Defensively tonight, a lot of talk about their defense because it's very good, and you guys found some things tonight. But on your side defensively, you guys came out and hit hard early, and then you bounced back right after a couple of touchdowns. You guys able to get a couple of stops. Just talk about the defensive effort from your guys tonight.
I think it's all with what we do in practice. We're very intense in practice and hitting drills, and our coaches really they make us go hard, and I think that's a big reason, because without them pushing us, I don't think that we would be this physical. And also, our first 3 games we played really physical teams, and I think that also really prepared us. And I think I'm really proud of our guys. We just came out and we hit hard, and yeah, I'm proud of them.
Back against the wall, those 2 drives. Obviously, a couple of long passes, and then Gannon started to get loose a little bit. Just talk about those 3 scoring drives right in a row, and just how much faith you guys have in number 5.
Oh yeah, he's great. It's all about never giving up. I think that we never had our heads down, and we always just thought 0-0 mentality. You just got to keep on pushing and try your hardest, because you never know what the outcome might be. And I mean, Springs they battled hard, but I mean we kept pushing, and I think that's what got us there. Is just keep pushing, never put your head down.
Big win tonight, Frankie. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to have Gannon Schwartz stepping in here. I think he's going to be our player of the game. I'll give Frankie a vote too. But all right, Gannon, down 17-3. That it feels like a lifetime ago that Will Stellmacher is plunging into the end zone at 17-3. What's the conversation on the sideline from you and your guys about the response? And then 6 plays later, offensively, you guys have that thing tied up.
Our coaches did a great job. They were like reading the defense all game. It wasn't working for part of it, but they had plays cooking up, and we put them to work. And you saw that big pass down the sideline where Sam Polish got like 70 yards. They were playing in that the whole game. So I'm just gonna shout out the coaches. That was a great play call.
Sam, Frankie, you name it. You can go down the line here of guys that are playing in positions that they didn't think they were going to have to play in due to injury. How proud are you of them that all of these guys are stepping up in roles that, again, they probably didn't think they were going to play?
Yeah, I'm really proud of them. There's probably 5-6 people that aren't playing in the position that we had at the start of the year. Everybody's stepping up, and it's working out, so I'm proud of everybody for what they're doing.
Can you tell me what that conversation was? You guys have the false start down there. You come over to the sideline. What do you tell Coach? I got a feeling maybe he wanted to kick the extra point there.
He wanted to kick it, but all the guys, we were super hyped. We just went down the field 2-3 times to score, and everybody was hyped. I thought we could do whatever. I felt on top of the world. I just thought we could do whatever. So I just wanted to get it over with. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. But I wanted to end it right there.
What does it mean to you that Coach had the faith in you to say, all right, fine, we're not going to kick it, we'll put it on your arm?
Yeah, it means a lot. We were making plays all game. They were calling great plays. They called the play, and we jumped off sides, but I loved the play, so I asked him if we could do it again, and he trusted me in doing that. So it means a lot that they trust me like that.
Awesome win for you, Gannon. Awesome win for this program, two in a row against Springs. That's got to feel pretty good. Enjoy the weekend.
All right, thank you. You too.
There you go. That's Gannon Schwartz. We got to add it all up, but I would imagine over 300 total yards for Schwartz tonight in a player of the game type of performance. We're going to send it to a break. I'll send it back up to the Radio Plus Video Sports broadcast booth. Frankie's up there. We'll send it to a break then, and I'll join him back up there and close things out here from WLA.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high-quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank. Banking made personal.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
We are back here, and the lights are out. They're kicking us out. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We gotta wrap up this Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Jordan King and Frankie Bright with you. I'm out of breath, man.
Jordan, it was a great
unbelievable
postgame.
night.
Well done down there. I mean, one of the greatest games I think we've seen thus far this season. Flyweight Conference doesn't get better than this. Back and forth battle, a huge comeback from WLA. What a game!
WLA with the win moves to 2-1 in conference play. Springs drops to 1-2. Holy smokes!
3-2 overall, though.
Yeah.
Still doing okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not doom and gloom time for the Ledgers at all. Marian University presents your player of the game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. And again, I said it down there.
Yeah.
Well, it's impossible. There's so many plays that Gannon Schwartz ran in that second half.
Yeah.
Do my best. Some quick math says over 300 total yards for Gannon Schwartz. And that's scrimmage yards, not returns.
Right.
That's scrimmage yards for Gannon Schwartz. Easy pick for player of the game.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. Unbelievable fourth quarter. 3 touchdowns alone in the fourth quarter. I mean, if you're playing fantasy, that's 18 points and then some plus all the yardage. I mean, have a fourth quarter. Gannon Schwartz put the team on his back, insisted to the coach, hey, man, let's go for this. Let's end this game now. He said it in the postgame, wins the game. How about that from your in-game leader, your sideline leader, Gannon Schwartz, Marian University player of the game.
BCI Burke presents our play of the game. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. And look, that game had a ton of excellent plays. Plays that I can't 3 or 4 times, Frankie, we looked at each other and said, play of the game. Play of the game.
Yeah, or a turning point. This is the part where it changed hands, and then it did it again.
It all got crumpled into pieces on that 2-point conversion. Gannon Schwartz comes over. His coach has the faith.
That's easily the play of the game. Absolutely. Let's go for it from our 7, the 7-yard line. We're going for 2 from the 7, and they convert, win the game.
There you go. Let's close things out with our AirTech Next Game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule. But I'll tell you, coming up on Tuesday, Waupun at Columbus Volleyball. Then Thursday, Lamira at Mayville Volleyball. And then next weekend, we'll have Waupun, Fondy, Mayville Springs, Valley Christian at Oakfield, and Lamira at Laconia. So we will have another 5-pack of games. Make it a 6-pack. We also got Randolph next week.
Yeah,
6
what
more
a weekend.
games on Radio Plus. So there you go. We're going to say goodbye. I want to thank Carrie and the crew here for punching buttons, making us look and sound better than we are. I want to thank Frankie by my side. This is Jordan King. Thanks to all our sponsors up and down the line. Thanks to you out there for tuning in for tonight's broadcast. It's a 25-24 improbable win for the Vikings. They take down Springs here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Good night. Have a great weekend.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marian University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, the Everson Law Office.